Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Clockwork Cantina, episode 77. How are you all doing today? I am one of your hosts, Josh902, and this is the other host of this illustrious show.
I am DT3 was good, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Let me turn Daniel down a little bit because I jacked him up way too high. There we go. That should be good. Uh, how you doing, guys? E3. It's been happening the past week.
Sure
A lot,
has.
a lot of game announcements and stuff. So we got quite a bit of gaming news we can talk about. Um, and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm just making a quick adjustment here. Um, let's see here. Let me get our notes open. Before we get started with the news, we usually talk about what we've been up to the past week. Daniel, what have you been up to this past week, my friend?
E3, that's the big thing. Been watching a lot of that stuff. Not watching anything that's happening today. Obviously, I haven't seen any of that yet, but been checking that out. Um, Played some more Apex. Uh, Played some more Mass Effect 3, which I'm still playing through. I'll be playing more tomorrow on my stream. Uh Oh yeah, and then in addition to E3, I forgot Summer Game Fest is also happening, so I've been doing that as well. Been
Yeah.
watching that E3, Summer Game Fest, and so on. Watched John Wick, rewatched John Wick because there were some people that hadn't seen it. Uh, so showed them that. I'm probably gonna watch the second one tomorrow as well, so that'll be fun. Continue that. Watched the first episode of Loki. Uh, and that was intriguing,
Oh,
interesting.
I forgot to put that
It
in my notes.
it's not the show that like has me super like excited or like it's not one that I was super looking forward to, but it's Marvel, so I'll check it out. And so far I like Owen Wilson's character and Gugu's character, and there's some pretty there's things there's sprinkles of things in there. Jesus, sorry, I can't talk. There's sprinkles of things in there that like to me have potential. So we'll see. We'll see how they go forward. There's 5 more episodes left. So yeah, it'll be fun. And then finally, I watched of course the newest episode of the Bad Batch, which is continuing to be awesome. I love it. Can't wait to talk about that when it's all done. But that's pretty much it, man. It's just been E3 Summer Game Fest. We're gonna be talking about all that stuff here in the news part because there's a lot to talk about.
Hmm.
uh and probably we won't get into it all because there's so much. We'll we'll skim through the things that we want to talk about, and then yeah, because
Yeah,
there's
because
just a lot
like next
to go
week is
through.
like our big E3
Yeah,
show. Yeah,
yeah,
because everything will be out by
the
then.
recap.
Because
Yeah,
we have a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, and that might have some stuff in it as well. So
yeah.
yeah. Um. Sorry, guys, I'm dumb and forgot to tell us what the second half of the show is about, which is our favorite movie, Protagonists. Um.
Well, if
That'll
you're
be in the
watching,
second part of the show.
if you clicked on the video, you already know what it's about, so it's
Yeah.
fine
So
anyway.
if you're here live and haven't seen it, though, that is what we are going to be talking about in the second half of the show. I used to try to say that in the first part, but um, what I've been up to this past week is I've been doing all the E3 stuff with Daniel over on his channel. We will watch the conferences and stuff like that, and talked over and we're snarky about certain stuff that we thought was silly or goofy, and you know how it is when you watch these things. It's kind of fun to poke fun at some of the stuff that happens. Um, I watched a few movies. I've been having trouble getting to sleep at nighttime because I got my second vaccine shot last Tuesday, my second part of Pfizer. Um, it made me fatigued, so I was tired. So I ended up taking naps, which just kind of screwed up my sleep schedule a tiny bit. So I've been staying up a little bit, or waking up either super early or staying up longer than I intend to, and I just ended up putting on movies. Um, So I watched The Terminal for the very first time, which is a Tom Hanks movie where he plays an Eastern European tourist that gets like a war breaks out from his home country, so his like passport gets like revoked, and he doesn't speak English in the first part of the movie, and like he's like just stuck in the airport, like he can't leave. There's nowhere for him to go.
Yeah.
Um, it's an interesting movie. Um, it's got some comedy in it. It's got uh some drama and some sadness. Like Tom Hanks is a hell of an actor, right? Like even in a funny movie, he can
Oh
make you
yeah.
feel feels. Um, it's crazy. He had a good cast too. I had Tom Hanks is in it. Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it. Stanley Tucci's in it. Diego Luna is in this movie,
Oh wow.
as well as like Zoe Saldana is in this movie, and like
Dude,
they're in little small
Jesus,
parts.
that is a heck of a cast. It sounds
It's
like I need to.
it's
It sounds like I need to check this out, man. I've never even heard
it's
of it, to be
it's
honest.
like before they hit it big, right? So because this movie came
Yeah,
out in like 2004, and I was like, as I was watching it, and I was like, wait a minute, I know you, and I
yeah.
know you, and I know you, and it's like, holy shit.
It's always interesting going back and watching older movies or shows. Like if you go back, like if you watch Band of Brothers, like the amount
Mm-hmm.
of people in that show is insane. Looking back,
Mm-hmm. And I think this movie's a little underrated because like I've never seen it, obviously, and as I sat there and watched it, I was tired, so I just threw it on. I was like, "Here's something I've never seen before. I'll throw it on and go to sleep." Right? I didn't go to sleep.
yeah,
I ended up watching the whole fucking movie because I got into it, and it was like, I want to see how this ends now. Um, uh, pretty interesting little flick, man. Yeah, check it out. I recommend it. It's a cool little movie. Um,
cool.
it's yeah, I just enjoyed it. So another on one of my late night or early morning movie watches was I watched The Road to Perdition. So if you can see, I got in a little bit of a Tom Hanks kick, um, because I really love The Road to Perdition. I've seen it multiple times, and because it's such a different role for Tom Hanks than what I'm usually used to. I'm used to him being in like little comedy movies kind of deal, but he's in dramas too. But The Road to Perdition, he plays a fucking gangster in this movie. Uh, and there's a lot. Daniel, you've seen The Road to Perdition, right?
I don't think I have actually.
Oh, okay. Uh, well, okay. You need to see it because I think you'd like it.
All
Um,
right.
but there's just this. There's a scene later on in the movie, and if you ever, maybe we'll do it on a retro rewatch so we can talk about it
Yeah,
because it's like one of my
I
favorite
got it
movies.
on my to watch. I was looking at my letterbox real quick. I have it on my watch list. So yeah, I need to check it out.
Yeah, yeah. It's on. So everything I watched, by the way, is on Netflix right now. Um,
Cool.
uh, so you don't have to go buy it or anything. It's on Netflix. Um, there's Tom Hanks is crazy good in this movie. And I could deep dive on this movie, except that Daniel hasn't seen it. And I don't want to spoil him. But man, there's some shit that happens in this movie that I'm just like, Tom Hanks is scary. Tom Hanks is a scary motherfucker. He's a scary gangster. And everybody around him knows it. Um, so I watched that, and then immediately after The Road to Perdition, like I watched The Departed again, which I hadn't seen in a while.
The
Um,
Departed. I
The
haven't, dude.
Departed.
I've seen it, but it's been too long.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Uh,
it's been
it's
way
a
too
good
long since
movie.
I've seen it.
It's a good movie. I bought this movie. I bought The Departed. I think when it came out, I bought it on DVD because the DVDs are still where I was buying stuff at that time when that movie came out. So
Yeah,
I finally moved on to Blu-rays eventually. Um, but yeah, and I really like that movie. That's a good movie. DiCaprio. Watching it again after all this time because I haven't seen it in a while. DiCaprio's acting in this movie is like crazy. Honestly, I feel like he should. This is the movie he should have won an Oscar for because he's like. It's almost like his character is in a constant panic attack, and I never noticed it before. But after watching it all these years later, it's crazy good movie. If you've never seen The Departed, check it out. And then the other movie I watched is one that we're definitely gonna do on a retro rewatch because I know Daniel hasn't seen it. It might be my next pick. Where Eagles Dare, which is a Clint Eastwood. Although Clint Eastwood's not like the main star of it. Oh, who's all in this movie? Hang on. I'm gonna pull it up really quick for you. Um, Richard Burton and Clint Eastwood are in this movie. Came out in 1968. That movie is fucking amazing. Yes, it is. Uh, it's 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 an interesting movie because the history of it was like, who was it? I think the guy that wrote the movie was trying to sell it as a movie. They told him to make it into a novel first, and then they bought the rights because that gives you a higher chance of making it into a movie. Then they bought the rights to the novel and made it into a movie starring Clint Eastwood and Richard Burton. It is. It says it's an action movie, but I feel like it's like part spy, part action movie, and like not a lot. I mean, a lot happens in like the first half of it that isn't action movie, and then in the second half of it, it's all action till the end of the movie. It is. If you've never seen it, I think it's a classic that a lot of people don't see very often because it's like, the castle in Return to Castle Wolfenstein that is in this
Yeah.
movie.
Oh
Like,
damn.
when yeah, it definitely makes me think of the castle in Return to
I'll
Castle
have to
Wolfenstein.
I'll have to check that out then at some point.
Yes, it's cool. It's also cool in that you don't know how it's gonna necessarily end, uh, until you get to the end because it's just one of those movies with like a lot of twists and turns. Almost, it's a cool movie, man. Yeah, Kelly's Heroes is great too, Loki. Um, but Where Eagles Dare is if you've never seen that movie, don't read anything about it. Just go watch it because it's a little bit of a trip too. Um, it's cool. And then I also watched Loki, and I've actually was looking forward to Loki, and it kind of delivered. I was a little bit low. I watched it after everybody else kind of got to watch it because I between the vaccine and E3 and trying to get all my fucking sleep shit right, it's just like I just didn't have time to do it. I just kept like I wanted to watch it, but I wanted to give it my full attention kind of deal.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing where that show's gonna go, what that show sets up, because I feel like there's a lot that show could set up, based on its premise. So I'm looking forward to the future episodes. And I really like Tom Hiddleston. He's great. Um, but yeah, that's what I've been up to the past week. Oh, I streamed a little bit of Mass Effect 3, not a whole lot. Um, because of all the E3 stuff, it's just like I just didn't have time uh to do it. Like after like even though I wasn't the one streaming, hanging out with Daniel on his stream for like many hours, and particularly yesterday was a long one. It's
Yeah,
like
dude, I'll be honest, like as soon as we got to the like future game show, I was kind of done, dude. I was like,
no,
can we
I
just
agree with
speed
you.
this up a
I
bit?
was
I was like they had some good games and stuff, but man, I like when you stream for that long, I'm just like, I want to just not be on camera anymore. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, no, it's tiring. I
Yeah.
agree with you 1,000% on that.
It's just after a while, it just gets too much. But no, it was cool
Hmm.
though. We had a super long stream yesterday with all the E3 and Summer Games stuff. It was fun. There was some good stuff in there, and there was some other stuff that was not so great. But we'll talk about the things that we thought was good here in the news coming up.
Hmm. And then next week, I have some thoughts just on E3 in general. That we'll talk about that next week. Uh, like, because I might have some controversial thoughts on it, or maybe not. Maybe you'll agree with it. But we'll
Yeah,
talk about that next week.
I mean, like
Uh,
today we'll talk about some of the games and stuff that we heard about, but next week we'll do like a more of a
hmm.
recap about the whole thing uh as a whole, once it's all over. Because again, like Josh mentioned earlier, we still have the Nintendo one tomorrow, and there's stuff going on today, and like it's not over yet. So next week we'll do the full recap.
All right. All right. First up, we have the game and news because I believe that's all we've been up to this past week. That's all I've been up to. It's all Daniel's been up to. Let us hop into it. We're going to start off with the Battlefield 2042 official reveal trailer,
Which
which
I
we will
haven't
not be playing with sound.
seen this, I don't think.
Let me pull that up. Um, I was at the stream, or I was watching when they revealed this trailer. Which Daniel has not seen.
Yeah, this is my first time watching this. Um, I did watch the whatever they showed at the Xbox Bethesda
Yeah,
thing yesterday
they
because
that was
I've
like the
seen
actual
that.
gameplay, I believe.
So I watched the
Uh,
gameplay, but I haven't seen the reveal trailer. So here we go. Let's check this out.
um, and then like here's like the big thing. One of the big things is like we're gonna have wingsuits in the new Battlefield.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I mean, the last Battlefield game that I played was Battlefield 4, so I actually haven't played a Battlefield game in several years.
I'm actually the same as Daniel. I haven't played a Battlefield since Battlefield 4 either. And watching this trailer, I'm actually kind of excited for this.
It looks pretty
Uh,
good. I was telling Josh yesterday that one of our friends uh like actually not only like wishes listed the game but like already like he owns it. Like he pre-purchased it already. Like
yeah,
that's
he's
how
like,
hype he is.
he was like, I know how I am. I'm gonna end up buying this anyway, and he went ahead and pre-ordered it. I
Yeah.
remember him
So
saying that.
he already pre-purchased it, so he's ready to go. Oh man,
Yeah,
these dudes are getting shot down. Oh shit.
yeah.
That's not
What's
good, bro.
What's cool about this
Oh,
trailer is they recreate some of the classic Battlefield moments that happen, like getting stabbed and fucking battle tags getting ripped off, and um,
oh, I see the
I
music. I hear the music.
yeah, uh, I
Yeah, this actually looks pretty hype, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
this trailer's good. The gameplay is good too. That they
Yeah.
showed. And I actually can't wait to play this either. Probably gonna end up getting it. Uh, what was I gonna say? It's good to get back to like a more semi modern uh Battlefield again. Like, because this does take place like in the future, but not super far into the future.
Yeah.
Because it's 2042. I know a lot of people wanted 2142 and start fighting in mechs and shit again. And maybe we will get that eventually. Oh my god, getting
Dude,
chopped
that
down.
fucking that chopper, dude.
They recreate a lot of moments that happen in Battlefield games, like the fucking
Dude, ramming the fucking thing into
ATV.
the yeah, into the
Yeah.
helicopter. That's pretty great.
Uh, Here we go. Top Gun it up. Jet fighting. Daniel, you're gonna like this part. I'm pretty sure. I can't shake him.
I can't. Oh my god! No way! No fucking way, dude! What? Oh my
Uh,
god, bro! That's okay. What the hell, dude?
Actually happens in real Battlefield
How,
games.
bro? How?
So they put
How
it in a
the
trailer.
hell? What
Uh,
the fuck, dude? Oh my god!
that shit is so funny. And then
Wow,
we
dude! I
get.
can't. I can't believe they showed that shit. Oh, here's the fucking the weather effects, right? Yeah,
I
here we go.
love that they leaned into it. They leaned into the what makes Battlefield Battlefield, right?
Destructible environments. Fuck it all up.
We get these fucking storms
So
and
in the
shit.
gameplay trailer that we watched, you can like get sucked into it and die, right?
You can get sucked into it and die. If you got a wingsuit, you can fly into it. Um,
That's crazy.
which they kind of show here in a minute, I think. Also, those dude in the little taxi cab is kind of funny.
Yeah, right. Oh,
There
there you go,
goes
wingsuit.
wingsuit. Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool, man.
All
I'm
right,
excited.
that was pretty rad. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
That's a good trailer. Like
Like,
Battlefield.
dude, if we could get like a group of us to get this and play it together, that would be fun, man.
Yeah. Since we're on Battlefield, I'm gonna pull up the gameplay trailer for it
Yeah, go
as
for it.
well.
Why not? So, yeah, why not? Since
S-
we're already here.
Uh, so
Yeah,
here's the
that's
gameplay
that's
stuff.
great, dude. That looks fun. that looks super fun. Yeah,
Um,
I see now why everybody was hyped when this dropped.
yeah. So we're gonna have 128 player servers. I think I think that's what they've said, which is a lot. That's a lot of people.
That is a
Uh,
lot.
so I hope the maps are like a pretty decent size. Um, I'm. It's so wild to me that one of the things I'm most excited for out of all the E3 reveal stuff is a Battlefield game, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you'd asked me that before the reveal, I wouldn't have said that. That would be fucking crazy to me. Fucking grapple guns. Look at that shit.
Yeah, dude. I actually was surprised with the amount of games that have grapple
Yeah,
guns this
everything's got
E3.
grapple guns. Yeah, look at
Hey
this
man,
fucking storm.
grapple guns are
Look at
yeah, that
this.
storm is nuts, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
I was saying grapple guns are fucking cool, man. So I mean, why not, dude? Put them in all the games.
Airdrop a tank in.
Yeah, this is nuts, dude.
I am really looking forward to a Battlefield game. That's so weird.
I mean,
um,
listen, this was me like a couple years ago when they rebooted Modern Warfare for Call of Duty, right? Like I hadn't played a Call of Duty game in years before that one, and that one like got me reinterested in Call of Duty, you know?
fucking storm. Gotta get in the buildings. Gotta go up the elevator. Oh yeah,
This
you
looks
can
cool
change your
too. I like
attachments
the
too.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
cool.
I like the look of the HUD as well in this game. It
Mm-hmm.
looks like clean, like really clean. I dig it.
Oh my god. This man, zip lining to building, your rooftop fighting, I guess. Like that's cool. I I can't wait for this. I can't wait for all the crazy gameplay videos that are also going to come out of people just doing crazy shit in wingsuits and stuff.
Yeah.
Enter the next era. It looks great too, like graphically. Goes the rocket. People were like, "Can we go to space? Can I ride the rocket to the moon?"
Boom goes the rocket.
Uh, so yeah, that's the Battlefield 2042. Comes out in
Yeah.
October.
Yeah, that looks fun, man. Prepare for more July 22nd. So yeah, either which by the way, for those of you who are unaware, July 22nd is EA Play, so that's why that's there.
Yeah, so that's Battlefield, and it
Yeah.
is
Looks fantastic in my opinion.
looks exciting. I can't wait to play that because I'm fucking excited for a Battlefield game. That's weird. um let's read they had to, like, they're gonna have like operators and stuff like that, but I don't think we'll deep dive into that too much. Those are just trailers. um Moving on, we have Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance, an overview trailer. This came out before E3, I think.
Yep.
But I threw it in here because this video, watch this video with sound if you guys have the chance. It's like 4 minutes long, mostly because the narrator is great in it and makes me laugh. Um, we're not gonna watch necessarily the whole thing here, but I'm actually really, this is another thing I'm really excited for, because I'm a giant Dungeons and Dragons nerd. You all know this. And anything I get to play with co-op with my friends who are also fellow Dungeons and Dragons nerds, or just fellow nerds in general. Um, this looks like a lot of fun. It's got like a lot of things that I like about it. Oh, I can turn on closed captions. That's good. Maybe they'll work kind of good. Um, so you get your party together with four heroes here. Drist, um, who can like summon this big like shadow tiger and is like a rogue. Um, you got your ranger Caddy Bree. with her bow. You got your warrior fighter with Wolfgar here doing some work on some goblins.
Oh yeah.
Uh, and then you got Brunor, who's like a your tank, I guess. Go around, fight bad guys. Got all your skills. You get loot. Um, there's boss monsters. I know they showed off some of that at the E3 stuff. I think there's combo attacks. I think they say at some point that you can kind of pull off with your fellows. Um, this just seems like a fun time with your homies kind of game.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. Which we're all
that's what
about
I'm
these kinds of
looking forward.
games.
Yeah, absolutely we are. Um, and it's a subject matter we're familiar with D&D. So I remember when they first announced this, I was like, "Ooh, they're bringing this back," because they've done these before, but they're old now, and it's been a while. Also, I've read some of the books that have Drist in them. That's pretty cool. Um, there's ultimate attacks. Skip through here and look at some of the enemies. Look at all the bad guys we'll be fighting. You got your goblins. I don't know what the big fat dude is. Ogre, I guess. Uh, you got a beholder there. That's obviously going to be a boss fight. A frost giant, it looked like. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. And I think this is coming to the Game Pass. So if you have the Game Pass, ooh, a dragon. Uh, get your homies to get it too, because we need to go raid some dungeons and get some loot. No microtransactions. I think they also said that they're gonna have free DLC, at least some of it. They're gonna have free DLC, like two like chunks of free DLC, and then um, I think they're gonna have a paid expansion at some point that adds more to it. I think they announced that. If I could pull up the details of that and I'd find them really quick, I will. Let me go find that for you guys real quick. Dark Alliance post launch
The bigger
plan.
your
Here we go.
team, the tougher the monsters. There you
Yeah,
go.
boy.
Also, this game is like real soon, the 22nd. That is like a week away.
Yeah, boy. So here is the. Let me pull that up for you guys and zoom it in. So I'm just making sure you can see it. The free LC post launch content. Here's what you got.
Oh, nice.
You have new levels here. There's also, I think I accidentally closed the webpage of it. So you get two free LCs, one in summer, one in fall. And then also in fall, you're gonna get an expansion called Echoes of the Blood War, which the Blood War is like a oh my god. Is it a war with demons in the D&D universe? There's some sort of I think it might be that. Um I think they have info on their did I close the oh no, it opened a new tab all the way over here. That's what happened. Um here it is on the Xbox website. I have it pulled up. The first free DLC is called Wraiths. It says our first planned DLC arrives this summer, or winter for our Southern Hemisphere friends, and it's free for everyone. This includes a new story mission over 3 levels, where you will where you battle a faction of wraiths that are attempting to corrupt a forest spirit for their own gains. That's not all. We expect to add 2-player split screen play options to PC and Xbox Series X/S with this update. The next DLC after that is called Trolls, something we know all too much about on the internet. Our second planned DLC arrives this fall, spring in the Southern Hemisphere, and it's also free for everyone. It will include a new story mission told over 3 levels. Trolls have invaded Kelvin's cairn, and it's up to you to eradicate them. This DLC will also add new challenge ratings to the game, giving you higher expert difficulties to overcome. And then the expansion is called Echoes of the Blood War, saying we'll end the war with a large paid expansion, Echoes of the Blood War. This expansion will add a brand new magic using playable character to the game, the perfect addition to the party. Along with the new character comes a new storyline with new missions and new monsters. We can't wait for you to get your hands on Dark Alliance when it releases on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Windows PC, and phones and tablets via Xbox Cloud Gaming with Xbox Game Pass on day one, June 22nd. And so we'll be playing that next week after the Cantina comes out next Tuesday. On the 22nd. Exciting. I will let you
Indeed.
guys I'll let you guys know how that is on the 28th, I guess will be the podcast. Uh that will have that play on it cuz I plan
Yeah.
on since it's on Game Pass and I have Game Pass at the moment. I'm going to hop in there and give her a go.
Give her a go there.
Thanks, Skippy.
All
Game
right.
Pass is so valuable, so worth it. What's next, Daniel?
Next up, Overwatch is getting crossplay. The BattleNet update will enable play between PC, PlayStation, Switch, and Xbox. They threw out the developer update over on YouTube, talking about a crossplay. Like I just mentioned, from all the various places you can play Overwatch. Um, to take part in the crossplay feature, you must have a Battle.net account and link it to your console accounts on the PlayStation, Switch, or Xbox. The global update also merges Battle.net friends lists from different territories, with the exception of China, into a unified list. So players no longer need to switch regions in Battle.net just to play with buddies on the other side of the planet. Uh, Blizzard also said that crossplay support for Overwatch will not mean cross progression. Your level and cosmetics won't carry over between platforms. Crossplay will be
Mm.
available in all Overwatch game modes, but they're limiting how the crossplay works in the game's competitive mode. Players on console will be matched with each other, while PC players will be matched with other PC players when playing competitive mode. Overwatch players will be able to opt out of crossplay, but they'll only be matched with players who have opted out, decreasing the pool of available matches. Uh, the crossplay beta will launch soon, uh, but yeah, so that's kind of cool, but also like interesting the way that they're going about it. As we see Josh playing the Aaron Keller dev update
Hmm.
video. But yeah, I think like more and more games are starting to do crossplay and stuff. So you know, I guess it's only a matter of time between some of these other ones. Get to it now. Overwatch is doing it. But yeah, I think the competitive stuff kind of makes sense,
Yeah.
like the way they're doing about that, because if you have like, you know, again, PC players going up against console players, or like imagine somebody on the PC that's like a good sniper going up against somebody on the Switch, you know, like that's uh good luck, Switch people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's you know, but yeah, it's cool. I think it's pretty cool. I also know, oh, the other thing that's cool about this is the unified friends list. Like you don't have to switch regions anymore. I think that's pretty dope too.
Yeah.
I haven't played.
And oh,
Go for
sorry.
it. No.
Well, I was just gonna say, one of the nice things about crossplay is that it creates a healthy multiplayer, right? Because you're not if the population of one particular system starts to go down a little bit, it's not like it totally crips the multiplayer for like an Xbox, right? Because now you're the people that are still playing on Xbox, but now you're crossed over with your PlayStation or your PC or whatever, all those
Yeah.
folks. So it makes for like a healthier multiplayer. That's all I was gonna say. Hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's cool. I want more crossplay stuff.
Yeah.
I want more friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
I need more. I need multiplayer games to add more than just 4 or 3 people in games now because like
Yeah, that is
we have so many.
that's what we need, because we got too many friends. We got too many. Not to brag or anything, you know. We have a lot of friends that play games, you know. So it's like
Uh-huh.
we need we need video games where like it's more than just 3 people or 4 people that can play together. We need like we need like a battalion of people playing. Well, maybe not that much, but you know what I mean. We need like a company of people. You know,
That's why when I was
like
looking at Tribes of Midgard, which I'm sure we'll watch the trailer for at some point,
yeah,
um, like it was like you can have up to 10 friends, and I'm like, yes,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah. Agreed.
Let's
Anyway, speaking of Tribes of Midgard, let's head into the Summer Games Fest and E3 stuff. So
do it.
we had a bunch of events happen lately. So we have a couple of things here, brought to us by Kotaku and uh some of these other websites like CBR and
Mhm.
what's some of those other ones?
Daniel,
GameSpew
Daniel, I need to throw
and
you up
Windows
solo for a minute.
Central.
I'll be right back.
Uh So basically, what we're going to be doing is we're not going to talk about every game that was announced because one, that's way too many, and two, we're not necessarily interested in every game. So we're basically going to talk about the ones that, like, if Josh sees something that he wants to talk about, we'll talk about it. Uh, and same for me. Like, if there's something that I want to talk about, I'll bring it up. So that's how we're going to go about doing this. Because there's a lot of events. We are going to be talking about the Summer Game Fest kickoff, the Ubisoft Forward, Devolver Digital's showcase, the Xbox and Bethesda uh, show, the Square Enix show, the PC gaming show, and then the Future Game show. So that's a lot to cover. That's a lot we're gonna cover right here. So we're gonna try to like just talk about the stuff we want to talk about. And also, God damn it, Josh, I saw that. Shit, I'm hungry now, man. God
I'm
damn it.
sorry.
As soon as we're done with this, I need to go get some food. But anyway, uh, so we're gonna start off with the summer game fest kickoff with your our boy Jeff Keighley. He kicked it off. So Josh, if you would open that link up and
I
then
have her open.
look through the list here of the games, and we'll talk about the ones we want to talk about, and we won't about the ones we won't. That's how we're gonna
Well,
do it.
let's talk about the thing
So
that opens the show.
yeah, exactly. Let's go ahead and do that.
All right. So first up, we had Borderlands Tiny Tina spinoff called
Tiny
Tiny
Tina's
Tina's
Wonderlands.
Wonderlands.
Yeah, which I'll be honest, I'm a little intrigued by this one. So I
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of people have given like Borderlands 3 shit because it's not as good or whatever as the other previous two. I haven't played the third one. I can only speak on my experience from playing Borderlands the OG and Borderlands 2. I have not played the pre-sequel or 3, so I can only speak on the first two. And with some of the things they were talking about in this game, how you can like create your own character or whatever, I think is what they said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that yeah, so that kind of interests me, and I like that this is more of like a fantasy type setting for a Borderlands game. So I'm on board with this. I would like to see more, but I for now I'm on board.
What do you think of the voice cast? Because they have
Yeah, they had like Wanda
Wanda
Sykes and
Sykes, Andy Samberg,
yeah, I mean,
uh, Bud
did we
Stallion.
even get to hear them in the in this announced trailer at all
No,
or
I don't think anybody talks,
yeah, so
but the
I mean,
narrator.
we'll have
Oh,
to
and
wait
Tiny
and see,
Tina.
I guess. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, I guess, to see how they sound. But I mean, I don't really have one opinion one way or the other.
So yeah, this is based on Tiny Tina's like DLC for the Dungeons and Dragons that I never played. I never played that DLC. Funny enough, considering how much of a nerd I am for D&D, I never actually played that, unfortunately. But it will be a proper Borderlands spinoff starring popular side character Tiny Tina. Will be out early 2022.
No.
Uh, I'm gonna throw up the Metal Slug thing because I thought it
Yeah,
looked
sure.
cool, mostly because it's
Yeah. Like I said,
so they're
whatever you want to talk about, throw it up. Man.
bringing back Metal Slug, but they're doing it in an XCOM style, um, which excites me
Josh
because I
is
love
all
XCOM.
about. Yeah.
I'll play every game like that, no matter how much it sucks. Um, Plus, we have this like almost '90s cartoon opening that they play for like the trailer. Um, all we got was the trailer, so I don't know all the details on it, but it looked like a fun, good time. And I doubt it'll be a full price game because things like this usually aren't.
Yeah, no.
Um, Broom, broom. Um,
It's
it looks great. Looks like fun. Got that kind of old school look to it.
boom tank took them all out.
But yeah.
Yeah, like I think the art style looks cool, but yeah, I think this is definitely more of your kind of game than
Oh,
mine.
it absolutely is one of mine. Yeah. Metal Slug
Metal
Tactics.
Slug Tactics.
I love those types of games, man.
I will say though, it is cool when they bring back older games though.
Daniel, I know you're excited for Death Stranding, so we're just gonna skip right over that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm so excited that let's not even talk about it. Yeah.
Jurassic World Evolution 2. We saw this trailer like 3 times already because they
Oh
showed
my
it at
goodness. Yeah, we saw it like
every
at every.
conference.
It was like at every other show. I was like, damn.
Uh
Yeah.
huh. But hey, Keeley and Summer Games Fest got it first,
True.
and Jeff Goldblum introduced it at his show.
Yeah. Also true.
So we're getting a sequel to the highly popular Zoo Tycoon esque Jurassic World
Jurassic
game.
World game. Yeah.
Yeah. So uh, no gameplay or anything, just a little cinematic trailer. But I hope they let you do some creepy, not creepy, crazy shit with it. Like let me mix the Triceratops DNA with the T Rex. Let me do impossible creatures. I think I told Daniel this when we were watching. I was like, let me do
Oh
impossible
yeah.
creatures. Let me make some weird hybrids. Let me do it.
Splice a yeah. I was joking around like let's splice a bear and a shark together. You know, fuck it.
Do it. Bear shark.
Bear shark, shark bear. Yeah. So yeah, Jurassic World Evolution 2. This is I said this yesterday, but this is for me the kind of game where I'm terrible at playing them. Like I'm not good at them, but I'll watch other people play them because
Mm-hmm.
they know what they're doing. So I'd rather watch somebody who knows what the hell they're doing play through it. Because I'm not good, but I think they're like entertain like fun enough to watch. Next up, Lost Ark. Do we want to talk about this one? I think
I kind of do. I kind of want to talk to it for just a hot second.
yeah, go for it. I think it looks pretty. Like just took like looking at the trailer and stuff. I think it looks pretty neat too. You know.
Um, so this is a Korean MMO that they're bringing to the West. So the game's done. They're just localizing it for us. I have 2 concerns. One,
Okay.
it's an Asian MMO, which means usually a ton of grinding in these
Yeah.
types of games.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. 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 Yep.
and two, my other big concern is microtransactions.
Mm.
Uh, but they said in an article I read the other day, I can't remember where I read it at, that they're going to
I
try to
mean,
westernized the microtransactions. So,
as long as they're like cosmetics and stuff, right? Then
yeah. Um,
we'll see, I guess. But yeah.
they're doing a closed alpha right now. Um, with NDA and stuff in place. Um, looking at the video here, the combat looks great and looks like it'd be a lot of fun. Graphically, it looks good. Also, I'm glad that we're not playing this with sound because holy shit, this music would get us caught flamed so quick.
I mean, you know what's weird though? They even do like video
The
claims,
the new video games, yeah.
like you don't even have to play audio. Like I've got like when I upload these on YouTube, I get like video claim. Like, come on, dude, even just the visuals, like really,
Maybe we should just go back to playing audio again.
yeah, I
They're
mean,
gonna claim it anyway.
we purposely fucking don't play audio because you're gonna claim it, but now even just the visuals get claimed. It's like fuck off.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
stupid.
yeah.
Um, This is and I think it's got a story to it. I think it looks cool. I just have the two big concerns, and they are big concerns. The grindiness, if it's there, I don't know a lot about Lost Ark and the microtransactions, but if they get those sorted, I could see myself losing a lot of time in there. Daniel, I think you would like it probably too. That seems your kind of
Probably. I mean, again, like
style.
looking at the trailer, yeah, I feel like it could be something that I might be into.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. So yeah, that looks pretty neat. Call of Duty Season 4. Nah, I don't even play Warzone.
yeah, I don't either.
The next
They
thing we
make
can talk
they make that
about,
game into like 6 games in terms of size.
yeah. They're doing a new agent for Valorant, but I mean, whatever. 2 Point Campus looks pretty cool. Again, those are another the same. I'm gonna say the same thing I said about the Jurassic World as I did for this one. I'm not good at these kind of games, but I think they're like when you're watching somebody who knows what they're doing with this stuff, I think it's fun to watch. But personally, I am terrible at these kind of games, so I'll watch somebody who's good playing them. But yeah, don't expect me playing those because I'd rather watch them than play them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I know Josh, you were intrigued by Escape from Tarkov. It's one of
I
those
am.
games that I've always like you always hear about it, but I've never played it myself, so I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Um.
But
So this
anyway,
is Tarkov's already
they're
out, but this
yeah.
is like a new update for them
Yeah, it's
where
like
they're
they're
gonna
adding
have
like a new area, right?
buildings. Buildings. You can go
Yeah.
in buildings and upstairs, so you can get shot from anywhere. The thing with Tarkov is like one bullet can end your run and you could lose everything kind of game. I think I want to get into it. I'm a little intimidated by it because it seems like it's a little complicated. But at some point, I will dip my toes into it and let you guys know what I think about it. Probably on stream.
Cool.
Um, I think the big draw for this game is just all the tension. That one bullet could end your run, and I know there's NPC bad guys that could kill you. Apparently, they're super deadly and stuff like that.
That sucks, dude. If one bullet can end you, and then you just have some random ass NPC like snipe you down or something. I'd be like, fuck this.
Yeah, I am interested in Tarkov though.
All right, cool. Yeah. So they're adding a new area to the game, which is why we brought it up.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Anacrusis? We're getting a lot of these type of games upcoming.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about this? I don't know, man. Like I usually am for these kind of games, but this one just doesn't.
What I saw in this trailer does not sell me on the game.
Yeah, like I don't like
Uh,
what like I don't know if this is
like
like
I get it's E3 and they wanted to show something. The aliens look a little jank. There's almost no variety into them. They look different. They don't look different from each other until like toward the end they show like a single different bigger monster called the Hulk or Brute or something. Um, I get what they're trying to do here. I think
yeah. I
what
mean, it's
everything else
another
looks is
it's like a Left 4 Dead type game, you know. Like
but
I
that's the
like this.
problem. There's so many other
Yeah,
ones that
I was
they
gonna
look
say I like
better.
these type of games, but if I had to choose out of all of them, this one would not be one of them. You know.
You know, like maybe they'll still work on this, make it look better, but what they showed are tanks. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't. Yeah,
I was not either.
yeah. Well, next up we have let's talk a little bit about the which I didn't realize this at the time, but the Battle Royale Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt.
I thought
Which
this looked cool. Then I found out what it was.
yeah, so I signed up for the beta for this thing before I knew it was a Battle Royale or the alpha
Hmm.
or the beta or whatever the hell they're doing.
Yeah,
And yeah, so I signed up for this. So I mean, I'd probably end up checking this out at some point if I get chosen for it. It's yeah, like I said, it seemed cool, but I didn't realize at the time it was a battle royale. So we'll see how it's closed alpha. That's what it is. So we'll see how it is. We'll see what it's about. I don't know.
the trailer did a good job
Yeah, it
of
did.
selling
Like
me on a game that I didn't know what the fuck it was.
true. indeed. Because again, I signed up for it before I even knew it was a battle royale.
But the moment I found out it was a battle royale, I was like,
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I already signed up for it, so
mm-hmm.
I'll still play it if I get chosen. But we'll see. I'll be intrigued to try it out and see how it is. Because there's a lot of there's still a lot of battle royales right now, and then there was the other one, Naraka or whatever, which we'll talk about later, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, Dark Picture House of Ashes it reminds me of like well, it's the next story in the Dark Pictures anthology, but I was gonna say it reminds me of Until Dawn, but then I guess it's the same people that made that game, right? So
Yeah, super inspired and
yeah.
all that by it.
Which this like I haven't like I like this is another thing that I like watching other people play. Like
Mm-hmm.
we have a streamer friend of ours, Nasty Stick. Shout out to Nasty Stick. Check her out on the Twitch. Um, she likes to play these like horror kind of games. So like I'll like watch her play these games because it's cool. Like what because she likes this type of stuff. So check it out. It's fun. It's fun to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, they
But
are.
this comes out October 22nd of this year. They even got a collector's edition with a bunch of shit and all kinds of stuff. So looks pretty neat. I'm looking forward to watching someone else play that game. Not because
Comes out
I'm
the same day as
not at
Battlefield,
the.
actually.
Oh, does it? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say just real quick before anybody says anything. Not because I'm too much of a bitch to play it myself. I would gladly play this game.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't know. It's just fun watching other people play.
I enjoy watching other people play these, because I like seeing people get scared.
Yeah. It's exactly.
Cool little trailer.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
So what do you see next, Josh?
let's have a look. Sorry, I still had the trailer playing. I'm eating, guys that are listening on audio, so that's why I'm a little
Yeah.
slow. I
Yeah, so
apologize.
earlier you audio folks did not see Josh pull up a plate of like onion rings and other
Burger,
stuff.
burger
It
time.
looked it looked amazing. Look at that thing.
This is a before we move on to the next trailer. This is what you call a cowboy burger. It's from a place here, a burger joint, one of those small mom and pop places. It's a burger with French fries on it, chili on top of that, and then onions. It's super good.
Damn.
Um, next up is Tales of Arise. I see why you handed it off to me because you know I was interested in this.
Yeah.
Um,
I was
the
like what do you see, Josh? What this next? Do you want to talk about that one?
So I'm not super into the anime, but there are some things I like
Animal.
Fire Emblem. Now the Tales game, I haven't played one in a long time, but the Tales games are pretty cool. And this one in particular looks really good because I think they've upgraded their engine and stuff. And it looks like um it makes me think of Fire Emblem when you look at the characters. Like they're not all like it's not like anime boobies in your face that happens a lot, right? Like happens with the anime games a lot of the time. Um, like the armor actually looks kind of practical, and I just think it looks fun. I think it looks cool. They're gonna show. They have another event coming. Um, later on in the week, or sorry, I think it's in the week. It may be in next month. I can't remember. It'll pop up, I'm sure.
There's still stuff that's gonna be happening like within the next month or so. Like again, like
Mm-hmm.
EA Play this year isn't until July 22nd. Like it's like super like from what I remember, it's super late. Like they usually do their stuff this month, don't they? From what I recall. But yeah, their shit's July 22nd. So
Which I'm super interested in that.
oh, I mean I am as well. Like not only to see more Battlefield, but I mean I hope we get some more Star Wars news and you know amongst other things. So yeah, Tales of Arise. Josh was talking about. What's funny is he's the one interested in the game, but it comes out on my birthday. So there you go. Planet of Lana, which I thought they were saying Atlanta at first. I was like, what?
Mhm.
Uh, so Planet of Lana. I usually am not like super into these types of games, but I would because this is like a sci-fi puzzle adventure game type deal, and you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of puzzle games. I will say though, one thing about this E3, there's a lot of pretty ass looking games, man.
Yes, sir.
The art style for this game is gorgeous, man. It is beautiful. I mean, just look at this. Like later on when you see like there's like a spider crab creature walking around. It's so the reason why it looks so beautiful is because I think it'll say in the trailer, but it's like hand painted or something, right?
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Like when you like see the little crab spider thing walking on the like overhead, and it's like, oh man, like it looks beautiful, man. Also, Loki, no puzzle games, no thank you. Yeah, but this is a beautiful game. I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but like I just wanted to bring it up because of just I think how fucking beautiful it looks.
No, a hand painted adventure. Yeah, right there popped up.
There you go. Hand
I
painted
I
comes out next year.
I 100% agree with you, Daniel. And if you had not brought it up, I was going to bring it up because I
Okay.
think there's a lot of
Yeah, I mean we'll probably do this. Keep doing this. Like there's a lot of beautiful looking games.
yeah, it's just fucking pretty. Like
Yeah, it just like straight up, it just is like it's a beautiful game. Like props to everybody who hand painted all that stuff because that's
because
incredible
like even if I don't play it, like respect to those guys because that's
for
nuts.
sure.
Like hand painting everything.
Absolutely.
Um, I probably won't play it. Not that I don't want to support those guys. Just I'm not good at these puzzle games. I just suck
I
at
just I'm a
puzzles.
I just don't like puzzles. As which
I
you
need
guys have
the
seen me
simple
struggle with
man
certain
puzzles.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah. Moving forward though, Overwatch 2 showed up a couple skins. When they brought up homie from the Aaron Keller, I was like, all right, we're gonna talk some Overwatch 2. No, it was just two skins, which
that's a little concerning to me. That the fact that they just
uh
showed up to show off skins that seems not very good.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, I like the Sombra skin, but like, come on, man, like, please do more than that. Anyway, as we move
Hmm.
on, do you see anything else, Josh? Because for me, I'm scrolling down and
Nah,
uh, I
the
think we can.
Monster Hunter thing doesn't really interest me.
Yeah, same.
You can get Near Automata's 2B and Fall Guys if you want, guys. I'm there, not
So
a
Back
trailer
for
for that.
Blood is getting a beta in August.
Oh, the
And
website didn't link for me. Hang on.
the open beta is on the 12th to the 16th of
Here we
August,
go.
or if you pre-order the game, you can get it as soon as August 5th.
Hmm.
So yeah,
I didn't
there's
participate in the last one. I know you did.
yeah, I did. I got a chance to play it, and again, it seemed very. It's the game seemed very much like a Left 4 Dead type game, like it's like what you would expect. Um, they had like cards and stuff, as you like abilities and like uh like attachments and like weapons and what else like grenades and that kind of thing, like the extra stuff that you would have.
They showed off some of the PvP stuff for it as well.
Oh right, yeah, because unlike Left 4 Dead, you can play like as the zombies and there's different types.
Actually, I think the Left 4 Dead 2 had multiplayer, didn't it?
Maybe
The Left 4 Dead
I
2 had multiplayer? I thought it did.
the only multiplayer
I
I
never
played on
played
that
it.
is co-op. The only
Yeah,
thing
sorry.
the only thing I've done is
PvP
co-op
is what I
on
meant.
yeah.
Left 4 Dead 2
So I
have
so I don't know if there's PvP in Left 4 Dead 2, to be honest. But yeah,
it
so
had like
that's
a
coming.
versus survival mode. That's
And
what it
then
had.
here's the game that Josh was talking about earlier, Tribes of
Trials of
Midgard,
Midgard.
which
Yeah, Tribes of
so
Midgard.
it's
I
yeah,
said Trials for some reason.
so Tribes of Midgard comes out the next month, July 27th.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Um, it reminds me like a little bit of Valheim with
yeah,
like
it's like a top-down Valheim
yeah,
with
but
loot gathering and stuff like that.
yeah, the cool thing about this is like what Josh was saying earlier, you could play with like what 10 people,
Yeah, I think you can play it with up to 10 friends is what
which is
if I
which is
understand correctly.
awesome. Like we need more games like that. We need more
Mm-hmm.
games that let you play with up to like 10 people because that's incredible.
I like the style of
Yeah.
the art.
Uh huh.
At night monsters come out, you got to fight them off, and then each day you go out and explore the world, gather loot until like
We were talking about this
giants
yesterday,
come.
but it's like left or 7 days to die, right? But instead of a horde, you get like a giant monster coming to
Yeah,
uh attack your base or whatever.
look at all your homies. Look at your
Yeah, I
tribe.
mean, it seems cool, man. Like honestly,
It does.
this might be more
Uh,
fun than Valheim, to be honest.
it could be. It might be for for us. I want. I hope there's more than just the four giants that they show. I mean, what they show are cool, but I want to
But
play the game for a
you
long time.
but you don't want them. You don't. In other words, you don't want them to blow their load in this one trailer.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
Yeah.
I don't want
I
to
mean,
like. I want there to be more to do after I fight the giants. I want more giants to come
yeah, yeah, I
and be
gotcha.
a little different, a little variety in it.
Right. I understand. Yeah, so that looks cool. And again, I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan of the 10 up to 10 people uh thing or being up to play up to 10 with 10 people. Jesus, I can't talk today. You know what the hell I'm saying. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the art looks pretty neat. So yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on that one for sure.
Yeah,
Because I think it's only like a $20 game too, if I'm not mistaken. So that's
yeah,
pretty
something
dope.
like that.
Yeah. So that's Tribes of Midgard. The Evil Dead game looks cool. We saw the
Yeah,
gameplay
let's
for
pull that
that.
up.
That looked pretty rad. Yeah.
Narrated
We
by
had a
Bruce Campbell himself.
yeah, I was gonna say it was narrated by the man himself, Groovy. Um yeah, I'm interested in this. It kind of seems like a to me it seems like a Dead by Daylight slash like Friday the 13th, one of those kind of
Yeah.
games, but like more combat focused, like more
Hmm.
more it's like more action based than that. But like what I mean by it reminds me of those other games, like you have like objectives that you need to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like you have a group of your homies and then like someone else can play as the bad guy or whatever, right? So that's kind of
Yep.
what I mean by comparing those games together.
Honestly, the first thing that strikes me is just how good this looks. This looks
Yeah.
like it looks graphically like a great looking uh game graphics wise.
Hmm.
On top of that, the combat, the little melee, is kind of hard to get in some games, but that looks great. Ash with the chainsaw, cutting down a fucking zombie.
Yeah, the like finisher moves that they do look pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Like they show off a couple of them throughout this trailer, and yeah, they look pretty badass. So yeah, this is definitely another one that we'll be having on our radar because that looks like it could be a fun one.
Yeah,
Just again
I'm
another
sure we'll end
co-op.
up playing it. Yeah.
Yeah, at some point.
Look, we are co-op aficionados around this joint. Like
Yeah,
we've
we
said
we
a
need.
million times, we have friends everywhere, and they all play different stuff, and we're, you know, uh,
Yeah, the fact that you get to play both of them. Also, that joke that he made about the brown pants is pretty good.
yeah, Bruce is funny.
Yeah.
Um, small sidebar. Have you ever seen the movie Bubba Hotep with Bruce Campbell in it? He
I don't
plays
believe so.
he plays Elvis. Um, in like an old folks home. You should check it out. It's goofy, silly, but it's totally his like his style.
All right.
Um um and you get the evil Bruce Campbell, whose name I can't remember in the fucking movie. That looked good. That looks fun. That
Yeah, coming
looks
out sometime this year. That looks like it's gonna be a good time. And then the last thing that we had in here, and Jeff Keighley was losing his mind because he was working towards getting this for years, and he finally got it. Was the reveal of Elden Ring, the
What
long-awaited From Software game, comes
what
out
truly
on
struck
January 21st, 2022. I'm sorry, go Josh.
no, you're good. What truly struck me about this was just how excited Keeley was over it. Like
He
how,
was, dude, he was super excited for this.
was like how like he's doing his own thing now because the ESA and all that are kind of stupid.
Yeah,
Um, so this is a big get for Keeley, right? For them to show this off at his show. Um, who Keeley is somebody I respect a hell of a lot in the games industry. Uh, so the fact that he was able to pull this off is crazy. As for the trailer itself, Daniel and I don't usually play these types
yeah.
of games.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys right now, I have zero interest in this game. I'm sorry, I don't care about it.
I
It
I am interested in it, and I might dip my toe in it, even though I don't play Souls types games. But what's interesting to me in it is I want to see about what this world's like because it looks interesting to me. So I may check it. I may check it out on my stuff on my stream at some point. Um, even though I've never really played these types of games. The closest I've ever come to a Souls game is Fallen Order, right? Like,
Yeah, that's
um,
that's just, that's all I need, dude. I've played Fallen Order. I'm good with that. I'm not a fan of this type of game. So
but look, Daniel, they got lightsabers in this. It looks like one.
I'll go play Jedi Fallen Order, dude. I have all the lightsabers in that, dude. It's just
um,
okay. I can see what you mean about the world being interesting and stuff. Like if they made a different type of game in this world, then I'd probably be more interested. But I just
mhm.
I just don't care. I just not a fan of
No,
this
no, man.
style of
Look, if it
game.
ain't for you, it ain't for you. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. So I'm
Um,
letting you guys know right now. Don't even expect me to play this because I'm not. Like if anybody's gonna if any between us is gonna do it, it's gonna be Josh.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I think, yeah. Um, even though I don't usually play these types of games, and it's quite possible I might hate this within the first 5 minutes of playing it, and just be like, "Well, it ain't for me," and then I'll
Yeah.
know, right? And then I'll know for
Mhm.
sure that I'll
But
never like any of these games.
but at least you'll give it a shot, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
Uh, but yeah, the world is what's interesting to me here. The world of Dark Souls is also interesting to me, but I've seen enough people play that it's like I don't know if I want all the frustration of it. But
Yeah.
this is something new. This is something I can dip my toe in a little bit and not feel uh, disconnected from. And the date is January 21st, 2022.
It's real.
I
It's happening.
I could see that getting pushed, but I don't know. And because like here's the thing. Ever since they announced Elden Ring, they've been quiet about it, right? Like they haven't said anything at all that I can think of until this trailer dropped on the other day on Keely's show. So I have no like idea if they will truly make that date or not. I think it might. I have no clue.
What's
Crazy.
funny is that when this thing dropped, I remember going on Twitter and people being like fucking George R. R. Martin, fucking, he's when is he gonna finish Game of Thrones? Like they're talking about him, like not finishing Game of Thrones and doing this shit, and like, oh, they're fucking Elden Ring isn't gonna be finished either, or whatever. It's funny. Yeah, but that was the Summer Games Fest kickoff. We still have plenty of other conferences to go through, so I think we should try to go through the rest of them
Let's hit
here.
it.
I know Josh has some pretty uh we're doing Ubisoft forward next, by the way. But I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
say Josh has some thoughts on this first game that they
I do.
you were their first game of the event, which is Rainbow Six Extraction. Now I will say that I understand your beef with this game, Josh,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the game looks pretty neat, like with all the uh using all the what you call it, the operators from Siege, and like all the like the claymore type weapon that like shoots out electricity, or I forget what they call it. I think they talk about it here. But I think it's cool. Like you got a co-op game and you fight like uh whatever these monster things are that they call them. So that stuff is cool. But I get what you're saying about like about it how it doesn't need to be a
So
Rainbow Six game.
here's my beef. Here's my beef with this. So I can make it clear to the audience.
Yeah, go
My
for it.
beef with this has nothing to do with the gameplay, or other than I want more than 3 players. Like but
Yeah, of course.
my beef with the game is I don't think it should be Rainbow Six. I think they made it Rainbow Six so they can grab the operators in the siege, throw them in another game, throw Rainbow Six on it, and sell it for $60. I feel like it's a little bit of a money grab, and I don't think it should have the Rainbow Six name on it because to me, this is not Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six is you have tactical teams. They're going in, they're rescuing hostages, they're fighting bad guys, they're defusing bombs. To me, that's Rainbow Six. This is GTFO with Rainbow Six painted all over it. That's it. Like they've painted in the operators and like it's GTFO reskinned. That's my beef with this game. There's nothing to do with the gameplay. That's fine. That's cool. It's nothing against the operators. Um, they're kind of cool. My issue with why are there fucking aliens in Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six? That's all I'm saying. Um,
I get you. I feel that. I kind of I would tend to agree with you, but like even that being said, though, I think it's cool that you can use the operators from Siege, but no, I understand completely what you're saying. Because yeah, I mean, when I think of Rainbow Six, I also think of like you know tactical shit like that, and it's
mhm.
kind of it is a little weird that they would do something like this like that, but whatever.
That's my only beef with
Also,
it.
also, is this
I,
is this gonna be a $60 game? Because if it is, that's
I'm
gonna
not
be a no
100%
for me.
sure on it, but let me double check and see if it is. I feel like it's going to be just because it's an Ubisoft game and they always.
I I hope not. Let me let me see here.
Let's have a look see at this before I say that for
I'm gonna look
sure.
this up here because I am intrigued now. Let's see. I need to find out.
Let's go to pre-order PC. $60 game. Boom.
Oh hell nah, bro. All right,
$80
so
if you want the deluxe edition.
nope.
Yeah.
Hell
I
no.
feel
Yeah,
even more
no, that's
justified in my little bit of hate now.
that. Nah, dude. If this, I thought this was gonna be like a $40 game or something.
I feel like it's a $40 game too, just from what I've seen here so far. Especially since they're yanking the operators out of Siege. Granted, they're giving them some more abilities and some changes in there, but like,
No,
it's not
I
like you
fully
were totally
understand what you're talking
original.
about, though.
It's not like you're totally
Yeah.
original with it either, guys. Like, come on. Um. So I don't know. I don't know. I have some beef with this game. I have some beef. My beef with this game is them calling it Rainbow Six. That's it. That's my only beef with
I
it.
understand. Yeah,
You
but
could
anyway,
slap a different name on it and it would be fine.
yeah. I mean, they probably should have just made it its own thing.
Mm-hmm. Um. Also, the 3 player limit. That's also one of my beefs. But that's because
Well,
I have a lot of friends and I like playing games with them.
that's our beef with a lot of games, though. It's a three
Yeah.
player, 4 player limit.
Mm-hmm.
But
It
anyway,
it it
I understand what you're saying.
it looks like
I
triple A
agree with it.
GTFO. That's all. That's all. You know. It's
Yeah. No, I understand.
those are my
I get it.
beefs. So I will not be buying this game because I do not think it's worth $60. So,
Yeah, no.
on top of all my other reasons. So, I mean,
Anyway,
they even steal some of Siege's gameplay right there by putting up that barrier, right? Like,
yeah.
it's a little bit like you're making a little bit almost the same
So
giveaway.
we this game comes out September 16th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all. We can move on
Anyway,
from that.
we can move on. Uh, I think I'm looking through this. I think the next thing for me is shit.
I might check out Riders Republic, but I don't. I don't know.
I'm just not into the whole extreme sports type thing. I'm more into the fucking FIFA or NBA 2K. That's those are my kind of sports games, not necessarily the extreme stuff. But I mean, I can see the like if I was like we were watching this what was it 2 days ago or whenever the hell it was,
Whenever this was, yeah, like 2 days ago, I
whenever
think.
that dropped. Like if I was into that kind of stuff, I would be all about this game because there's like the big old hub and like all this other shit,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks cool. But I'm just not into the extreme sports.
I'm not super into it either.
It's not my kind of thing. But if I was, I'd probably be all about it. What else? Rainbow Six Siege is getting crossplay and cross progression, so that's kind of cool. Uh, it launches on Stadia on June 30th, but I mean, who has Stadia? Let's be real. Uh, and yeah, early next year they're gonna do crossplay between Xbox, PlayStation, and then crossplay available between all or
I
cross
won't.
progression available between
I
all
won't lie.
platforms.
When I saw Luna, I was trying to figure out what the fuck's Luna again, which is like Amazon's stream
Yeah, Amazon's
thing.
thing.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, we've talked
Uh,
about it on the podcast like forever ago.
yeah. Well, you know how my memory is. Next in a month, I won't even remember E3.
All
Um,
right, what do we have next? I don't want to talk about that or that.
yeah, we're skipping the Ghost Recon Breakpoint thing. Don't care. Just Dance. Don't care.
They're doing the DLC for Valhalla, but I mean, I haven't even played this game, so I
Which
don't really.
we knew about it before E3 because it leaked everywhere.
Because it leaked, yeah. So see, they're doing Siege of Paris. They're getting a discovery mode, which other previous Assassin's Creed games have had. Uh, yeah. So cool. More Valhalla. Uh, Far Cry 6 is bringing back some of their classic bad guys from Far Cry 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah,
That you get to play as, I guess.
you get
Yeah.
Voss, Pagan Min, and Joseph Seed.
I don't know
Uh,
the names to
so
be
here's
honest.
my thoughts on Far Cry 6, which by the way, I don't think there's actually the Far Cry 6 as the trailer isn't even in this. It wasn't even in their conference other than this. Um, I think that game looks like ass. I've said it last night in Discord. I was sitting there, we were talking about things, and I was just like, it just looks like booty. Like it doesn't look that good. It doesn't look like a next gen game. And even as a last gen game, what they showed I think looks like crap. So uh, I'm not
I'll be
gonna mess
honest.
with it.
I haven't played any of the Far Cry games except for Blood Dragon. Because I like the whole '80s like neon, you know, futuristic type dealio. So I played that and I like that, but I haven't played like the actual like the any of the main
Well,
series
here, let
games.
me tell you, Daniel, you pretty much have played them because they're all the same fucking game.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear. That they're all basically the same fucking game.
Like Far Cry 6 looks exactly the same as Far Cry 3 to me graphically. I'll be honest. Uh, so if you've played any of the old Far Cries, Ubisoft. Here's the thing with Ubisoft. They they find a formula, and man, do they not
They
ever
stick
change
to
it.
it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like Coca-Cola, right? They don't fuck with their formula. Um, the
Well, I
only
mean,
time they've ever done that was with Assassin's Creed. Thank fuck that they messed with that formula, because damn, that would be old now if they didn't. Um,
yeah.
I am not interested in Far Cry at all at this point. Not only did they tried to get me interested in it, they killed what little interest I had by showing what they showed.
Damn.
Uh,
That's fair though, man.
next,
That's how you feel about the game. Yeah. Next up, uh, What else is next?
the next thing was leaked by
The
Nintendo.
Oh right, the Mario Rabbids thing. Yeah.
I am gonna show this because I think this is honestly the best looking thing they showed. It's Mario Rabbids to me. Um, I haven't played the other game, but I know it's highly praised. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so they throw in Mario in the space for the space. It's Mario Mass Effect. They're throwing him into space, giving him two guns. He's two gun Mario now. Um, Luigi's got a bow for some reason. Uh, even though we have blasters, he's using a bow. Don't ask me why. It's Mario. Um, I think this looks really pretty. For a Nintendo game. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played the other game either.
I was gonna buy it, but it was sold out the other day because you could buy it for $5. And when I went and looked, and it was like, oh, it's sold out. And I was like, well, fuck, guess I'm not getting it.
Rip.
Um, Also Tony the Tiger's in this game, and a super emo rabbit apparently that Rabbid Mario's in love with. This game's a little. This is a fever dream. Whoever made this is on drugs, and I want what they got. If they can think of fantastical things like this, looks fun. Oh,
That comes out when?
um,
When did it, I think it had a release
it
date at
says
the end, didn't it?
2022.
Okay.
Uh, Sorry, I got distracted because we were dropping
Okay,
frames
yeah,
for a hot minute.
2022. Anyway, and then the last thing from the Ubisoft is they dropped the. This is like one of the biggest surprises to me still out of all of E3. Um,
Oh, it's a surprise, all right.
is Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. And when I say Avatar, I do mean the James Cameron Blue people, not the Airbender variety.
AKA the
Um,
game none of us ever wanted.
so I haven't seen the Avatar movie in years. But with that being said, um, well, we know that this is a first-person action adventure game. Uh, it's being developed by Massive Entertainment. It's the people that did the Division series. Um, and so all we see here is a cinematic teaser, so we don't get to see gameplay or anything. It's coming out next year on PS5, Xbox, both of the Xbox series, X and S, PC Stadia, and Luna. Um, like I so again, I haven't seen the movie in years, but they are coming out with like five more of these, right? Like within the next couple years, they're like gonna be pumping these out like every other year. Like they're gonna do like here's one year, we're gonna skip a year, and then here's another one, and then so on and so forth because they're doing a bunch of them. They're filming them. They filmed them like back to back to back to back or whatever.
Mm.
So it makes sense for them to do another game because of that. And to be honest, like I might play this if it looks like something that could have potential. Like I need to see like gameplay and stuff, because again, this is only a cinematic teaser, but I think out of everything from this event, from the Ubi one, this is probably the one where I was like, "Huh, okay, maybe I'll have to see more of it." And like I said, some actual gameplay and stuff. But I'm I'll keep an eye on it, see what happens.
Whatever they show next needs to sell me on it because what they showed here, I don't give a single fuck about this
I
at
mean,
all.
yeah, I mean it's just a surprise
I have
announcement, like a
no fucking
cinematic thing.
interest. I have no fucking interest at all into checking out this world in some gameplay sense. I don't even like the movie that much. So I don't even like I didn't want this. I still don't want this. So if you want to sell me this, you better show me something really good the next time you show this. Because I'm sorry what you showed. None of it makes me excited. And nobody I've talked to seems excited about this fucking game. I'm sorry. Ubisoft, you got a 2 out of 10 from me on this event.
Yeah, like looking back through this, I'm like, well, damn, I don't really want to talk about any of this. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of a downer of a
It's,
disappointing event. But we can move on to the next one, which is the Devolver Digital
which is just
event,
fun.
which was hilarious. It's always fun stuff. I enjoy watching
Uh,
their show. I think it's hilarious. Every year that they do it. This year's was just as good as what I remember from them doing like before.
Hmm.
They even had like a bootleg Jason Momoa hanging out there, and eating chili cheese dogs and fucking just acting like they're goofy selves, man. It was
I
great.
won't lie. After watching them and eating those chili cheese dogs, I went and made a hot dog. I had to have one. After watching them, it made me want one real bad.
That's why when Josh was talking about he had chili on his burger earlier, I was like, oh man, it just
Mm,
reminded me of the whole chili cheese dogs from the Devolver stuff.
uh,
But anyway, the game we're watching here is Shadow Warrior 3, right?
yes, yes. I haven't played any of these new Shadow Warriors. Have you played any of them?
No, no, I
No.
haven't.
They
No.
seem like bloody good fun. I've just never. I don't know why I haven't played them. I just haven't. I haven't had a chance to. I don't guess. But everybody that I've seen play them really praises them. So just here's a little bit of gameplay of the new one. Um, I threw it up just because we were talking about the event and wanted to have something going in the background. It seems cool. It makes me think of Doom, right? A lot of fat boy demons to murder. Ooh, ew, ew. Okay, that's enough of that. Um, Next up, one of the
Next
things
up
they
is
showed.
is
We could,
uh
yeah, go ahead.
Trek to Yomi. I was just gonna say, like, probably out of all of the games that we've seen, this is probably like one of my most anticipated ones, dude.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's a 2D action game set in feudal Japan. I am all about this. I cannot wait for this game. I will play the shit out of this.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
Black and
look, Daniel
white.
and I loved
Oof.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Game of the year for
Um,
me.
yeah, and this is definitely like it's a similar vein of it. You know, it's a samurai-ish sword fighty type of game, except 2D and side scrolling. I'm in. Like it looks fun. Um, it appeals to me. Also, that dude's missing a nose, and that's nasty. Um, check to Yomi. Looks cool.
Yeah, Trek to Yomi looks incredible. I can't wait to play this. I will
Next year.
definitely be playing this. So keep an eye out because I'm for sure gonna be doing that one.
Phantom Abyss. I don't really care about. Do you?
Nah, not really.
Okay. Wizard with a gun didn't really appeal to me. I don't know if it did to
Uh,
you.
it looked okay, but yeah, I mean,
We can
what it
throw it up,
reminded
show a
me
little
of,
gameplay.
what it reminded me of was what's that game? Don't Starve, I think.
Don't Starve. It made me think of, wasn't there like a, I don't remember what it was called. There's like a Western top-down multiplayer game that kind of had a similar art style that I can't, for the life of me, think of the name of.
Hmm.
Um, uh, I mean, Wizard with a Gun is a cool title. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Then they play like this almost something you would hear in like a cowboy western type music uh playing over the trailer here. Um
Yeah, I like the music and everything, but yeah, the actual gameplay part of it reminds me of Don't Starve. That's all I was gonna say about it.
oh yeah, they don't even show that till like almost at the end, huh?
Yeah.
Here, I'll skip ahead so you guys can see. There we go. Yeah. Definitely very strong Don't Starve vibes.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Which we played a little bit.
Yeah. So what do we got here?
What was this?
Death's Door is another one. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
Nah, it ain't one of mine.
Okay. Inscription is that card game. Tumble Time's the mobile game. I guess that's it, huh? I mean, there was a. I think I enjoyed their like
Presentation
actual
more than
presentation as a
anything, yeah.
whole more. Yeah,
They
yeah.
were
Because I think
infinitely
for
more
me,
entertaining than Ubisoft.
oh yeah, easily. For me, the big one is Trek to Yomi for sure. That's the one I can't wait to play.
Yep.
Okay, well, we'll move on to the next one. Xbox and Bethesda.
Easily the best show there. Um,
So they started off with Starfield.
which
We got a
also leaked clear that
yeah,
day.
we got your boy Todd Howard, who was first on the stage to talk about Starfield, which this is a game that I've been uh interested in since it was announced.
Hmm.
Because space games are usually my kind of thing. And Bethesda, uh, they've been talking about this one for years. I was looking at when they show off the food. I was like, oh, the sandwich. I was like, damn, I gotta get some food after that. But from what we see here, like we don't actually get to see gameplay or anything. It's just like it's a teaser. So from what we see of it, it looks intriguing.
Sandwich.
Um, so yeah, I'm still interested, but I would like to see more.
Same.
I would like to see more, but I'm still interested for sure. So
Uh,
that looks so yeah, that looks pretty neat. Sci-fi RPG that was first teased in 2018. Um, Single player game that will feature space travel. It'll launch on November 11th, 2022 for Xbox, PC, and Game Pass on day one. And then the next game after this, I think Josh can lead with it because I know he's looking forward to that one.
uh, yes. Next up, we have Stalker 2, which is
Boss of Chernobyl.
official gameplay trailer. So we see some gameplay of this.
Yeah.
Stalker is, man, how do you go into it? Like, it's just fucking cool, man. We start off with a dude walking up to a little fire. Let's show some actual gameplay. Like chatting with your fellow Russians is cool and all, but it don't make for a very good thing here. Look, I'm gonna pause it just for a second here. Look how fucking pretty this is. It's freaking pretty game right here. Okay, how big? They got a 4K trailer. You won't be able to see it good on stream. Actually, my internet's so bad it may not even load it at the moment. So, um,
Rip.
but yeah, they got a 4K one. Go watch it on YouTube so you can see how good it looks. Um, it looks very pretty for a Russian game. Um,
Indeed, it does, comrade.
Daniel, you've never played Stalker.
I have not played the Stalker game. No.
I've played them a tiny bit. I don't think I ever completed one or anything like that. Um, I am very much looking forward to this. Metro and this game are very similar. Um, we get
Yeah,
some,
I was saying that when we were watching this. I was like, this is.
yeah.
They had like this game, Chernobylite, and like something else. I think I'm like, oh, this game just remind me of the Metro games, man. They're all kind of similar.
Mm-hmm. Everybody loves hanging out in Chernobyl. Um,
Apparently, man.
they have these fucking anomalies and stuff. I don't even know like this. Then we get like this round ball thing. Don't know what that's about. Um, to me, this just looks fun. This looks great. And I look forward to seeing more of it as well. Also, we're gonna get a dancing Russian here in a minute.
Yep.
Uh, named Ball Shack, which sounds like ball sack. Uh,
It is I, comrade. The name is Bolsik. How are you, comrade? I have the dancing music for you, friend. Come and dance with me. Your friend, Bolsek.
Look at him. He's got the
Yeah,
moves.
he's having the time of his life, man. Uh
That's the man
what
of
a
culture named
what a great
Ballsack.
guy, man. Yeah.
Um, let's skip a little bit more through this trailer here, which is dangerous when you're doing it in 4K. Um,
You don't want to be down bad in 4K.
I knew you were gonna say that. Um,
I had to, man. It was Is
All
too
right, we get a
easy not
mind
to.
flare. Fuck, I forgot about this.
Oh right,
Uh,
yeah, that thing.
I forgot there's mutants in this game. Look at that thing. That is fucking scary. Jesus Christ. Um, and then here at the end we get this dude, this guy. And what caught this is what kind of really got me at the end is just like watching his face as he talks. Like
You can see like the detail, like he's all
it's
sweaty and shit, and like
it's
the mouth and
crazy.
everything.
Like it's crazy how much like his face looks fucking real.
Yeah, yeah. They did a good job with that. Like they were saying, like this is like a true like next current gen game, which I agree. Like
Yeah.
it looks great. Yeah,
Yeah, he's got the little sheen on there that you'd get, if you had sweat. It's crazy.
yeah.
And then we get this fucking scene with the weather and the fucking electricity and like this shit right here's nutty. Um I look forward to heading into back to Chernobyl again.
Yep.
Stalker 2. They have a collector's edition for this. I mentioned it last night. The thing's like $350. It comes
Oof.
with some cool shit though. But I am definitely not getting it because that shit is expensive.
Hell no, hell
So
no, hell
that's
no.
that's your stalker.
Yep, that's Stalker. Next up we have here is Contraband. I don't know what the hell this is. All I know is that it's the new Avalanche game, which describes itself as a co-op smuggler's paradise set in the fictional world of 1970s Bayan. And I like the vibe of the trailer. We got some Steely Dan and music wise.
Mm-hmm.
So for seeing nothing, which I mean, this trailer doesn't really show us anything. It's just it's an announced trailer, which usually that's what announced trailers are. They don't really show you anything other than here's the thing that is happening now. Enjoy some music. But I did enjoy the music. I am intrigued by that description. Um,
So
so I
these are the guys that
these
made
are
Mad
the
Max and Rage and that stuff.
uh,
Is that these guys? Looking at their
I thought they were the ones that also did
Just
Just Cause.
Cause. Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, they're the Just Cause and Mad Max, Rage, they did all those kind of games. So this makes sense because again, they're the Just Cause people, so it makes sense for them to make a game called Contraband. Yeah, I even though we saw nothing here, am I like the idea of this because that's
Mm-hmm.
all we have right now is the idea of the game. So I like that. I would like to see what the hell the game actually is. But a game set in the 1970s. How often do we have games set in the 70s? Like, I feel like not that often, right?
I, yeah, I don't know.
I'm anyway. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Um, Sea of Thieves update is getting Pirates of the Caribbean involved, which I am very excited for. I need to reinstall the game because I want to play that. It's gonna be a new original, an epic original story coming on June 22nd. So next week. Uh, it's really
Yo
cool.
ho.
Whoever they got to do Jack Sparrow's voice is spot on. Um, the Yo Ho song, of course, is from Pirates. This is like the crossover that makes the most sense out of any crossover I've ever seen. So I'm glad that they made it happen. Um, yeah, I mean, it's dope. I can't wait personally. I'm looking forward to this. Should be some fun. Got a
I've never
cool little.
played Sea of Thieves, but I have the Game Pass, so I could play it.
I mean, install it, man. We'll play it in a week, dude.
Mm-hmm.
For this new pirate story. Sail the seas with Captain Jack.
Sparrow.
There he
Face off with
is.
old Davy Jones.
Yeah, because Davy Jones is in this as well.
I think this is cool. I've never played Sea of Thieves, but I think it's really cool that they're I think it's pretty exciting to get the
Yeah,
fucking Pirates of the Caribbean and Sea of Thieves, man. Like,
yeah, it's awesome. I'm all about it. All about it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You can probably just skip through it, and you don't have to watch the whole thing. Since we're really
I
just
was listening to Jack's voice because man, it's spot
yeah, it's pretty good, right? And even
on.
like the character model, I think looks pretty cool for the style of Sea of Thieves. Like it's pretty good.
But yeah, that's Sea of Thieves and a Pirate's Life coming soon. Free, I
Yes.
think, right? This is a free
Yep.
free update.
Coming next week.
Cool. Check that out if you are into the Sea of Thieves.
Next up, what else we want to talk about here? We talked about Battlefield already, so we don't have to go
Yep.
through that.
12 minutes uh was shown there. You got an official date. I'm
Hmm.
interested in this. This is the we're stuck in a time loop uh
Groundhog Day.
game with James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe. Not the friend Dafoe in this one. It
Oh
seems to
man,
be.
Defoe. Damn.
Um, I'm just kind of it's a trippy. It's trippy. That's what interests me about it, right? So we'll be seeing this in August. I'm probably gonna check it out,
This
unless
is
it's a
gonna be one of those
$60 game,
ones.
which I'm
Yeah,
not gonna check out if it
this is
is.
gonna be one of those ones for me where I'll just watch somebody play it probably.
What else?
Uh, Party Animals
Bunch,
looks like a fun like just fuck around with your friends type deal.
yeah, like Gang Beasts almost
Yeah,
very similar.
choose your animal and just mess around and have fun
Be goofy with
with
your friends.
with your friends. Exactly. The song choice in this is pretty funny too. It's pretty good. Yeah, looks fun, man. They got dogs and tigers and dinosaurs and gorillas and rabbits and otters and there's a crocodile. They got all kinds of stuff here, man. Probably any animal you could think of, they probably will have it here.
Lord,
Yeah, it's just a goofy, fun little time.
it's a
That's all it
gumdrop.
is.
Mm-hmm.
It is, man.
Yeah, that's Party Animals. Damn it! I
Yeah.
keep watching
So
the trailers on the page, and then when I exit them, they throws me to the top. Uh, Hades is coming to Xbox, so if you haven't had a chance to play it yet and you have an Xbox, go play it. Uh, Halo Infinite multiplayer is
free to
gonna be a thing.
play. Yeah,
Yeah,
free to play. It actually looks kind of cool. I'll be checking it out for sure. Like,
for all that I shit on Halo for, I'll play the multiplayer.
like
Yeah, especially because it's free. There's no reason not to. uh, Playing games with your friends, it's always fun. Just about.
yeah, I'll definitely be trying that out. It seems like it'll be a fun time. And it's free to
Yeah.
play, so you don't have to get the actual game itself. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be trying that out because why not? I've never been the
Ooh.
biggest Halo person, but like I've mentioned this before. I think that I have I had cousins who I would go over to their place and they have like a Xbox or 360 and stuff, and we'd play some Halo multiplayer, and that's
Hold
most
up.
of my most of my experience with Halo, apart from the first game. The first game I actually played on the first Xbox, but anyway, another game with grapple hooks.
Oh,
and
they she grapples his weapon.
yeah,
I didn't see that before. That's cool.
yeah,
I was like, what the fuck?
and then there's a really cool looking uh what are these dudes called? The Halo dudes? They're anyway. There's like a samurai Halo looking dude.
Spartan. Spartan armor, right? And
Spartan.
then what's called?
There's a samurai Spartan dude that looks fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, they show that toward the end.
I was like, that is dope. Like, I want to be one of those guys, man.
I I think the armor looks like I always thought the Spartan armor looked really cool. Like
Yeah,
even though I'm not like a Halo dude, I thought the armors that and the customizing your dude and all that in
yeah,
multiplayer is cool. That's a smart move. Smart move for you Halo guys out there. Um, and I'm not even a Halo guy. You guys know this. I always you know my feelings if you've been on this show long enough. Uh, that I hate it. Not really, but I poop on it on occasion.
yeah,
Yeah, look at fucking Samurai Spartan there, fucking whooping
yeah.
ass.
That
That's cool.
looks badass. I mean, look at that. That's cool, man. Yeah, and
That
again, I'm not even the biggest Halo person, but
that
that
armor's
looks
the whole
cool.
reason they delayed the game. You know that they saw Ghost of Tsushima and we're like, hey, we need sit. No, I'm kidding. They need samurai armor in the fucking game. They're like, we gotta delay it, guys. You saw Ghost of Tsushima. You saw what it's doing for Sony. How'd they make those loading times so quick? Fuck. um. Next up, I know we have a few people excited for this, including Daniel. Um, the
Oh
next
yeah,
Plague Tale.
A Plague Tale Requiem.
Got a
Yes,
little
it's
trailer here.
the sequel to a Plague Tale Innocence. So yeah, Plague Tale Requiem. They had the world premiere reveal at the Xbox and Bethesda event, which we're currently talking about. And as soon as I saw like this and I started hearing the voices and stuff, I kind of like pieced it together in my head. And then they show you the just insane amount of rats, and I was like, okay, it's happening. I'm looking forward to this. I enjoyed the first game, so I am definitely intrigued and look. Yeah, this is a game that I will have on my wish list, on my radar, all that stuff. Yeah, it's cool seeing. I think there's like a point in the trailer where like the kid looks older, and then like at the end of the trailer he looks younger again. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a different kid, maybe it's the same kid. I don't know. Amicia looks like she's become a badass. I think at one point you see her and she has that pretty intense stare on her face.
Mm-hmm.
Uh yeah, it's they're by the beach now, which is interesting, a locale for this game. Yeah, I'm about it. I'm looking forward to this one for sure.
Hey Daniel, can we restart the call really quick before we continue?
Sure.
You are a little blurry, and I want to see if we can fix it. So I want to go to this screen. I'm gonna hang up, and you call me back. Hello, stream. It's just me right now. While I wait for Daniel to call me back, he's calling me back right now. That's better.
Hello.
Hello. Yay, you're not blurry anymore. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, here we are. Let us continue without any further ado.
And maybe
Yeah,
Discord's just being whacked today.
Plague Tale
Uh,
Requiem looks great. Or I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to go off there, but I mean, I like the first game, so definitely looking forward to this one.
yeah.
What's next?
Slime Rancher 2. That's what's next, but I don't care about that at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Diablo 2 Resurrected comes out in September. I never dipped my toes in the old Diablos, the old ones. I played 3. And I had fun with it. But this is like people love 2, right? And I guess OG Diablo, because I remember people just talking about how like, yeah, we used to hop in multiplayer games and then we would kill people in like hardcore mode and take their ears. Because that's what you did in Diablo, apparently. You would get ears as like I don't know if it's as a currency or if you just collected ears in Diablo 2.
I will say that the new remaster looks like in this trailer. I think they showed a comparison between the
Hmm.
original and the remastered. The
Hmm.
remaster looks great. It looks really really
Yeah,
good.
it's still kind of got that old feel to it, but it looks much better. Um, I'll be checking this out. Daniel, are you gonna check this out?
I actually haven't played any of the Diablo games, so I don't know. Maybe, maybe
Uh,
not. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think. Is this
How
a
much is
full
this?
price? That's what I was
That was
wondering.
yeah,
Is this a
that
full
was gonna be
price?
my next question. How much is this game?
Diablo 2 Resurrect. Check on the Blizzard website. Oh, you got my age? Man, I was
Damn.
born in 1800. Okay.
Yep, 1800. He's the oldest. He's the oldest man alive.
Um,
Josh is actually. He forgot to tell you guys. He's the first male Asari.
it's true. Um, you just can't see my blue bits.
Yeah,
Um,
he's we're using CG to cover up the blue. I'm sorry.
it's a
We've been
it's a $40 game, but they have like a $60 version that adds other stuff with it.
okay.
40 bucks.
Gotcha.
The $60 version comes with Diablo 3 and expansions and all its DLC and stuff. So if you don't have that and are interested in it, 40 bucks for 40 bucks, I might check it out. I might wait for a sale or I might check it out. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the 40 or not. It looks cool though. Damn it! It threw me to the top again.
Damn.
Does that every time.
Atomic Heart looks interesting. It seems like a
God
um
damn it! Sorry, I hit a button.
it
Made me
seems
mad.
like a Wolfenstein kind of game to me, but it's like in the so the game is you're in the Soviet Union in an alternate reality sometime in 1955.
That sounds like a trip. This trailer's a trip too when it
Yeah,
starts.
your character is a special agent called P3, who was sent by the government to investigate a manufacturing facility that has fallen silent. So this is a game that I might check out because I am interested. I kind of get control vibes out of it as well. You know, the game control. I get vibes of that from this. I get Wolfenstein vibes out of this. I
There's
don't
a
know. It's
Russian theme playing while you watch this video. By the way,
yeah. The song is pretty intense. Yeah, so I might check this out. We'll see. I don't know. I am intrigued by this because it's such a weird game
it's super
and
weird.
weird, but also like cool looking at the same time. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by it. So I'll probably check that out at some point.
Next, we have the thing I'm interested in. I don't know if you're interested in it. It's called Replaced. Um, it's a
Oh yeah, this
pixel
is the
pixely arty type side scrolly game. Um, that looked super cool. The music for it was really cool. To me, it just looks pretty. It just I saw this and was like, I immediately need to wishlist this. Um,
this is another one of those games I think looks super pretty, like the art style and
mhm.
everything.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of pixel art anyway. That's why I like reroll and stuff for D&D characters, but
Yeah,
um
rerolls dope.
I'm interested in this. I want to see more of this. I want to play it. I want to see what it's about.
It comes out in 2022,
Yep, it's a next
by
year
the way.
game.
Yep. And
There's
of
another
course
game
it'll
similar to
be
this that I can't think of the name of right now.
I'm sure we'll think of it, or I'm sure we'll run
Yeah.
into it at some point. But yeah, and of course you can play it day one on the Game Pass.
Game Pass, man. It's where the money is. Totally worth it.
Yep.
Look at this. Look, he's just like, fuck you, I'm gonna break your arm and shoot you. Look at that fucking hotel sign. Yeah, climbing up the side of it. Looks cool. Shooting dudes. Fuck. I don't know what this is, but I want to play it. Also, this song is really fucking good. Um, Man, go watch the trailer for this, guys. It's good. It's literally a minute and a half, or sorry, a minute 50, and I'm about it. I'm all about it. They had me within the first 10 seconds.
Grounded
Uh,
is getting an update. The Shroom and Doom update.
Spider
Adding.
warning before I play this trailer. You got
Yeah.
come back in a minute 43, starting now. Go. There is a giant spider in this trailer. That is fucking terrifying. I own this game. I haven't I haven't checked it out since it first got announced last year. I played it for a little while to check it out, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." They've since added like the pond that you can swim in and a bunch of other stuff. So they're adding the Shroom and Doom.
Yeah, you can make like castles out of the mushrooms and whatnot.
Now you can sit stuff.
Yeah, you can sit down and you can pet the creatures and critters and stuff.
Yeah, you have pets.
Yeah,
Mushrooms. We can make the Mushroom Kingdom.
exactly. Make your own Mario Land or whatever, right? Nintendo World. Yeah,
Look at this thing. The bronze feather. That thing is fucking scary. Yeah, I know.
yeah. It's I find it funny how the trailer dudes like even the blob scares the shit out of us or whatever.
I love their humor for it. You know,
Yeah,
like they don't take it super serious, which it shouldn't be. It's Honey I Shrunk the Kids. June 30th. I may hop back in and check that out again.
yeah. To
But if
me,
you
this is
don't
one of those
like
games
bugs, fuck no.
that I was wanting to get at some point, but I just wanted them to add more to it.
Hmm. It's on the Game Pass if you ever just want to drop $10 and check it out. Uh, Among Us is getting 15-player lobbies. They have a little video, but I don't think we need to play it. It's just,
Nah.
well, it's like 40 seconds. I mean, we could throw it up while we talk about something else really quick, I guess. Um,
Yeah, I haven't played Among Us. Like it's just like I don't. To me, this is just like whatever. Like it's not of interest to myself personally. But I mean, if you for
I
those of
had
you
my
who
greatest
still play
moment and
this
I'm
game out
retired
there,
now. Okay? Like, it's not fair to everybody else that plays when they have to play against me, right? Because they don't stand a chance. They don't. It doesn't matter
of
what it is.
course,
I'm the best. I'm the best around, the best there ever will be, the best there
you're
was,
the
all that.
best around.
Um,
No 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 no.
I had my greatest moments, and I'm like, it needs to be fair for everybody, and I'm not playing it anymore. So,
Mm,
you know, it's
that's the way
evening
it
the field.
is.
You sometimes you got to retire to give other people a shot at the title. um, that didn't interest me. Did it interest? The Ascent interests me. Um, this is a cyberpunk ish. ARPG. I almost said CRPG. ARPG. So action role playing game.
Yeah.
Um, I think this is coming to early access at the end of this month. They probably have a date at the end of it. Um, the gameplay they show looks cool. I want to check it out. I want to check it out personally. Personally. Uh,
Wishing.
uh, oh, July 29th. My bad. Next month it comes out. Uh, so yeah. Stop throwing me to the top. Fucking website. Uh, the next Age of Empires 4 comes out October 28th. Everything's coming out in October, I noticed. Um, so if you're an Age of Empires player, I played in the past. Daniel, I think you played in the past, right?
Yep. Age of Empires 2 played a little bit of.
Um, I'm sure one of the two of us, maybe both of us, will be checking this out in October if we can make time for it, along with everything else that seems to be coming out in October.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I don't know. I honestly don't know if I will be checking it out. It's just I have so many games I need to play, man.
Yeah, I'll be
Maybe,
checking it out. I'm sure because I love these
yeah,
types of games.
yeah. But Josh will let us know how it goes for sure.
I haven't played one of these types of games in a long time, though, so I'm
Been
probably
a
gonna suck really bad.
been a hot minute.
Yeah. Um. Trailer looks good. We'll see it in October.
Absolutely. I like the Age of Empires games. I just, I like that style of RTS games in general though. Like for those of you who I mention this all the time, but like I love Galactic Battlegrounds. Like that's one of my favorite uh RTS games of all time.
Hmm.
All right, next up, what else is here?
We got the Outer
Oh,
Worlds 2
this was probably one of the
announcement.
funniest announcement trailers like in the entire thing. It was really,
Hmm.
really good.
Um, I need to go back and finish the first one. I have it, so I'll probably start that. Maybe I'll play that off stream or something. Yeah,
I want to I want to play the
this
first one.
trailer's
I like
hilarious.
I need to get it. I when I do, I definitely will stream it, but I gotta I don't even own the game yet. Like I need to get it and then play it and stream it. I'm thinking after like I kind of have the next few games lined up after I'm done with, Mass Effect, and I mean you and I are going to be doing a co-op run of Saints Row, which I'm very excited for.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I kind of have the next couple games I want to do. So it's just like I like, how we like stay ahead of the cantina with planning ahead. I kind of am the same way with like me in terms of like what
Mm-hmm.
games I'm gonna play. So I kind of have the next few already lined up, and yeah, I'm always looking to that next one.
The only thing that's ready
Yeah,
is the name.
I need to play the first one, man. I'm surprised that they already are announcing the second one. It's not like it's gonna come out like well, when does this come out? Next year?
I don't even know if it
I
says.
Well, either way, it probably doesn't even have a release date yet. But I was still even surprised that they just announced it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the first one just came out like not that long ago. Like it's probably been like 2 years now or so. But like even then, I'm like that's still not.
Yeah, it
I
came
feel like it
out
doesn't
in
long ago.
2019,
Because I
which
know it was
seems like yesterday.
I mean, it's sometimes yes and sometimes no, but for the most part, in this case, yeah, it does feel like yesterday. Um, the last couple things for the Xbox Bethesda thing, I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about the Top Gun flight sim thing. That's kind of
not
cool, but
not really. I don't play
well, I'll talk
Sims.
about it
So.
quickly. They're adding free Top Gun thing to flight sim, so that's cool if you're interested in that.
No, 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 no,
Redfall
no.
or nah.
Well, I mean, we could show the trailer off.
You don't even have to show the whole thing because it goes on for a
Yeah,
little bit,
no,
but
no, we're definitely not going to show the whole
But
trailer.
anyway, Redfall
Uh,
is you squad up and fight vampires in a cartoonish world. It's a co-op shooter.
we'll play
Coming
it at
out
2 times speed.
summer
How
of
about that?
next year. Coming out exclusive to Xbox and PC.
Yeah,
Um,
it's going to be
yeah,
kind of like Borderlands. It's going to be an open world, running aroundy thing. I think action game.
it's made by Arcane. The people that did Prey and the Dishonored series. So if you're into that, then maybe you'll be into this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
it's another vampire game. I'm surprised with the amount of vampire games too. It's something that we haven't talked about, I don't think, but there's quite a few vampire games coming out, huh?
Yep. The vampires are making their comeback.
Yeah, apparently they are.
Just an announcement. Need to see more, but I like fighting vampires. Might be cool. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean, to
The
me, this one,
vampires are creepy looking. They got giant long arms and weird looking.
yeah,
So.
I don't know if I'm into this one or not. I need to see more for sure.
Yeah, I need to see a lot more where I make that
But
call.
anyway, this was the last one they announced for the Bethesda Xbox stuff. So if you want to move on to
Who is this made by really quick? Is Redfall?
Bethesda Arcane.
Ah, that's right. The guys that made Prey and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, Prey and Dishonored.
The sound effects was covering my ears. All right, let's move on to Phoenix.
So
Right?
the Squeenix one, I honestly this one might go quick because there wasn't a whole lot. I also did not include the Gearbox one because they didn't talk about shit. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
no,
they didn't.
nobody. We don't need to see that.
They did not. They didn't talk about a damn
Nobody needs
thing.
to see Randy Pitchford try to get himself over as some big star when he's not.
All
Um,
right, so yeah, Squeenix. What do you want to talk about here?
uh, they announced a Final Fantasy Origin called Stranger of Paradise. They say chaos a lot in the trailer. Um,
Yeah, it became a
about how
meme, man.
we gotta end the chaos. I am the chaos. Kill the chaos. Remember the chaos. All the it's stupid. Um, there's a this is made by Team Ninja, and like, yeah, there's the chaos. It's been waiting. Chaos has been waiting for us, guys. Chaos. I should just say chaos over this whole trailer. No, it seems Devil May Cry to me. Uh, I'm not interested in it really at all. I'm not a Final Fantasy guy really. And what they showed didn't really tickle my fancy any. I don't know if it did you. I'm pretty sure it didn't.
No, I mean, I don't even think I saw this. I must have, or maybe I just forgot about it because I don't remember it at all.
I want to say it's the last thing they showed, right? When the last thing they showed, but they've got it at the top of the page here.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's was like I don't remember it at the beginning, but
because what opened the show was the next thing. Because it went on for 20 fucking minutes.
yeah, it went on for a
Um,
while. Well, anyway, we can move on from this
maybe
and talk
about
about the
five.
next
Yeah,
thing.
moving on from that.
So like Josh was saying, they started off with something that had been rumored or leaked or whatever. Guardians of the Galaxy. They are making that into a game. It is a single player experience, not a multiplayer live. Was it the live service like Avengers? So in that
Hmm.
regard, it's already different from the Avengers game. They had a trailer or world premiere trailer. They had they like some devs talk about it, and they had like gameplay and stuff too. Um, yeah, like Josh was saying, they talked about this game for like 20 minutes or something. Like it was crazy. The game is coming out on October 26th. You get to play as Star Lord and command your gardeners of the galaxy, as they say in the trailer. Um, the one thing that stood out to me immediately was just how jarring the voices were for me.
Hmm.
Like I don't know if it's just because I'm so used to hearing the MCU but I don't even think it's that. It's just like because like the Avengers voice actors, like they were fine. Like I mean, obviously they're not, they don't sound like the MCU people, but like I don't know, man. Just the like Rocket in particular, I was like, well, it seems off for some reason. Like no, like I don't want to disrespect any of the voice actors because I mean they're doing what I wish I was doing, which is fucking being a voicing video games. But like I don't know, for some reason it just sounded off to me. And then like the character designs, like Drax looks kind of weird. Uh, I think the best character design is probably Gamora.
Yeah, she
I think
looks
she
cool.
I think she looks badass. Um, Starlord looks cool too, but he's got the douchebag haircut, as Josh would call it. That we kept seeing multiple dudes have yesterday for some like there was like multiple like people in trailers that we saw with that same fucking haircut. I was like, why is that a thing? But anyway, um, yeah, I wasn't super impressed by this game, but it could win me. It could win me over. It could win me over. Um, I don't know. We saw quite a bit, so I feel like I don't know if I need to
Yeah,
say
they
I don't
showed a
know if we
good
need to
chunk of
say show us
gameplay.
more because they did show a lot. But I don't know. I'm like tiptoeing the line of like I don't want this and I do want this. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because they have like elements of like like telltale stuff like like at one point there's a certain like you have to make like they give you like two choices and you have to choose between dialogue stuff, right? And then at one point it's like you know should Drax throw Rocket across the thing or whatever to lower the bridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Drax throws him, and on the top left thing it says, Rocket is furious that you let Drax throw him or something, So it has like it's basically like Rocket will remember this, kind of like from Telltale, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious about that aspect, but like the combat and like the characters stuff definitely reminded me of the Avengers game. So yeah, I don't know. I'm like iffy. I'm not like super not on board, but I'm not super on board either. I'm just like kind of in the middle right now, and they need to like basically they need to convince me to go for this.
Yeah. This is another game that comes out in October, by the way. So,
Yeah, this year.
uh, for me, I'm kind of the same as Daniel. The voice acting, just there's something about it that just didn't fit me with those characters for some reason. I think the designs are okay. Like they don't bother me too much. Gamora definitely looks the best. Drax definitely looks the worst. Uh, uh, yeah, they need to sell me this game because what they showed didn't sell me on it. So I don't know what to say. They showed a good chunk of it, and I was not impressed. So, and I'm a fan of Marvel stuff. So that's the thing that's like,
Oh, so am I,
I
but that's why I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Well, I mean, yeah, I know you are, but
Yeah.
like as a fan of Marvel, I should be excited about this because it's a Marvel game about the Guardians, who I love the movies of. What is it about this game that's not grabbing me, or you, either one, as fans? So they need to sell me on it somehow. I don't know how. Um, we can move on from that.
Yeah.
Uh,
The next thing
with
is the
Black
War
Panther.
War for Wakanda expansion coming to Avengers, where we're getting T'Challa. Previously, we've had uh, Kate Bishop and Josh's boy Hawkeye come to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and now they're bringing T'Challa. And what's his name? Ulysses Claw. Um, as well. Uh, yeah, I have this game uninstalled. I might reinstall it for when this comes out because T'Challa's cool and I want to play as the Black Panther and stuff. So I'll probably end up checking this out and I'll report back to you guys what I think and what it is and all that stuff. So, uh, yeah, I mean there isn't really much to say other than Black Panther's coming to the game at some point
Yeah,
soon-ish.
and get ready for a whole lot more of this because they're definitely not going to give up on it. They have way too much invested in this game.
Yeah, yeah.
So they need to make it. They need to make it good or or because they've kind of lost me as a player. I haven't had a lot of fun with it.
It's just the problem is that there's just not a whole lot of there's just not a whole lot to do after you beat the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this about Avengers. I really enjoyed like the story
Yeah, the
itself.
story was great. The single player.
What you doing with the, uh y- you know, uh Kamala and trying to reform the Avengers and stuff. That story was great. But like once you're done with that, the other outside stuff, there's just not much to do. It's like it's too repetitive, you know what I mean? There needs to be more variety in like enemies and locations and just everything else. Like it's just they need more variety.
Agreed.
Um, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Uh, what's next? What do you want to talk about next?
Um, Not that because I didn't care. I didn't really care about that. Life is Strange. I guess maybe I'm not gonna play it. I don't know if you are.
I mean, I'm no, I don't. These aren't my kind of games. But
Mm,
basically, they talked a little bit more about the True Colors game for Life is Strange, and then they're doing a remaster collection for the older games.
I'm literally just scrolling
Um,
past so much shit right now because I don't think there is.
that's
No,
probably it.
there's
That
nothing
yeah, I
else.
mean,
There's nothing else.
okay,
Yeah.
well, that's it. That's it for Squeenix then. All right.
Jesus.
PC gaming show. We're almost done with the gaming news, guys. Oof, there's a lot of stuff here.
Hmm.
But like, but see, if we were to talk about everything, could you imagine how much longer this would take?
Right, but good thing there's a lot of shit there.
I mean, I guess so. I mean,
There's stuff we don't care about, really. Is what
yeah,
should be the
I
fair
mean,
thing to say.
people are excited for some of this stuff, but we are just not really. So how do you feel about Naraka Blade Point? Because that's the first thing that's on here.
I'll be honest with you.
That's
By the time we got to the PC gaming show, I was so fucking tired. I don't even remember seeing this. So I'm gonna have to watch it again.
so there. It's yeah, it's like the pre-order trailer or whatever. I don't know, man. It's a different style of battle royale, and like it's more of a
Oh, it's a
melee and
battle
like
royale. Fuck that, man. Get
yeah,
out of here. I don't give a
yeah.
fuck
It's
about
it's
this.
it's a battle royale. Yeah, it tells you right
That's I
there.
remember this now. Yeah, you said that. Okay, not for
They're
me.
adding a new weapon, a spear. They're adding a new hero. Yeah, I kind of tend to be like that too, or I'm tend to be in agreement with you on this one. Is it might not be for me. It like I'm like slightly intrigued just to try it out and see how it is. But you know what? Also, I feel like if as soon as I start playing this game, I'm just gonna get my ass beat like so much. I'm just gonna be like, "Fuck this game." So a part of me is like, I shouldn't even try it because I'm just gonna get my ass whooped a lot. So yeah,
Mhm.
I probably it probably is not for us. I think.
All
Um,
right. Uh, Next
talk a
thing
little
I'm
bit about.
interested is Dying Light 2. So I don't know about you.
Okay, yeah, Dying Light 2, go for it.
Um, which means I've skipped over like 3 games.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
I mean, dodgeball, chivalry. I mean, we already talked. We like chivalry, so we.
yeah, that's
And then the
already out too.
raw
So
men, like
that looks stupid. um, Next up we have a game dev talking about Dying Light 2 for a little bit. He's kind of giving us a little backstory about the main character and his sister and why he's doing what he's doing, kind of deal. Um, I didn't play the first Dying Light. Daniel didn't play the first Dying Light, I don't think.
no, I wanted to. All I did was play the demo before the game came out, so that's all my experience with Dying Light. I wanted to play the first one, but I just never did. And then like they announced the second one, so I'm like, why? I probably shouldn't get the first one if I should just wait for the second one, right?
Yeah, as
That's
long
kind
as
of
it's
where
not
I
like a
am with
direct
that.
continuation, which I don't think it is. Um, um, they kind of talk about how their parkour and combat skills, and man, I wanted to see gameplay, not you talking. No offense, bro. Uh,
I don't
yeah,
know
you
if they
kind of
showed
talk about the
gameplay on this one.
main. They talk about the main character. Well, they show him bits and pieces in between. Is the problem, and then they switch back to him. They're talking about like the main character and his relationship with his sister for the most part of this video, and then he just kind of talks the rest of the video. Apparently, this comes out December 7th, 2021. Um, that was a terrible video. Why did you put that there? Let's see what else there is. What's next? Uh, Humankind. I'm interested in. I know Daniel's not interested in it.
Not really. I'm
Uh,
just not into the whole like Civ type games.
yeah, I am somewhat. They're fun to play. They're having a closed beta trailer. I'm just kind of curious to see, or sorry, a closed beta. I'm just curious to see what they do different from Civ. Is why I'm mostly interested in it. I want to see how different it is. Uh, but yeah, just a little cinematic kind of like story deal. Oh, here's some gameplay at the end. Um, I want to see what they do different and see if it's good enough to have a contender against the old
Yeah,
Civ.
we know that
August 17th for that.
We know our girl Frankie Ward's going to be in the game as well.
Yeah, Frankie's in there. What's the next thing for you, Daniel? What are you interested
The
in?
next thing for me, let's see. I don't even remember what They Always Run is, to be honest.
It was like a side scroller thing where you're like a bounty hunter, but you got 3 arms or something like that.
Uh, Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song. We saw like 3 seconds of gameplay of that. We saw
Yeah.
like lady walking in the hospital or whatever, and that was it. So I don't know what the hell to expect from that. Let's see. What is the next thing? What was this? What was shit? I'm sorry. I'm seeing if Lemnis Gate is something that.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
this is that. I
eh,
mean, yeah, not
eh.
really. Um, I think the one for you is probably War Tales,
Well,
right?
yeah, War Tales is kind of interesting to me. It's another one of those XCOM style
Medieval RPG
games, yeah, kind of deals.
coming out this year.
Yeah. Did they show gameplay in this trailer? I think they did show a smidge. Yeah, a little bit of some dudes walking around and some of the combat and stuff. It's I need to see more of it, obviously, but I'm interested in it. I put it on my wish list. Uh, if there's a game out there, guys, that you like seeing, make sure you throw it on the wish list. Holy fuck! I just realized how long we've been doing this part of the news. I looked over at the recording length. Yeah, War Tales. Interested in it. Added it to my wish list. We don't need to see that whole video. What's next for you? No, no, no,
Uh,
nope.
no Axion, no changing tides. Not even the wholesome uh Crusader Kings Lakesburg Legacies. Yeah, I don't Solstice maybe. I'm kind of intrigued by this. This is like a fast paced third person action adventure. You know,
World
I'm I'm
premiere.
I'm slightly intrigued by this one. Like ever so slightly. I'm not super hype about it or anything, but like it looks kind of like it could be fun. Like it has
Oh
potential.
yeah, this is not. I don't think this is a Josh game, really. To be honest with you, it looks cool. It's just not my style.
Yeah.
I watch people play this stuff like this.
So yeah, I might maybe be interested in this. I don't know. Coming out next year. You can wishlist it on Steam, which I think I already did, but yeah. What else is next? We have Chaos Gate, which I think we talked about already, right? The Warhammer Chaos Gate.
Yeah. What is
Uh
this?
Pioneer. Oh, that's the other this is the other like Chernobylite stalker game that is, Russian, thing that is going on. This is the other one I was thinking of.
Yeah,
That
this is
reminded
it.
me of that reminded me of the Metro game.
I'll
So
be honest with
this
you, I don't even remember seeing this.
so this Chernobylite and Stalker 2 all remind me of Metro. They're all kind of like the same kind of game, you know.
Yeah. I think the HBO series Chernobyl probably inspired some of these to come. Guys, we gotta go there. We need to make a horror-esque shooter game with supernatural elements. Oh man, 3 Chernobyl style games. Uh, between Chernobylite, Stalker 2, and this, I gotta say this is the least interesting one to me out of what they showed. But uh, oh my god, that's fucking freaky. Uh, but yeah, all right, that is that, I guess. Uh,
Moving on. There's Chernobylite. Uh,
Lumber Heel. Hell no, not for me.
yeah,
No,
I don't really
Chernobylite.
see
We already saw that trailer.
much. Yeah, I don't really see much else, to be honest, for me.
Icarus, isn't it? Icarus is that game by the dude that made DayZ and then abandoned DayZ. So I have a not. The Wandering Village. I'm interested in this, but this is the same trailer. I think we already showed this last. The same thing. They showed the same trailer like 4 different places.
Okay.
So I think we've already seen it. Uh, Even before E3, I saw that exact trailer. Uh, Death Trash is another one of those pixely style games. I might check this out. It looks weird and creepy and trippy. You puke and pick it up, and you're like, "That's what I needed." I don't know. This looks it looks weird, especially this scene with the giant in the pool of tears crying blood. That's weird.
Yeah.
I might check that out. I might check that out. Songs of Conquest, which is like it looked like a little bit of Heroes of Might and Magic in there. We've already heard of this before. I think it got announced last year, but we got another little trailer, little gameplay trailer of it. On my wish list already. We'll be checking it out in the future. I like the art for it. It's the big selling point for me. Um, phew. um, and if that's it, I think that's it, Daniel, because I definitely don't see anything else for me.
Yeah, I mean, we move on to the next. Move on to the next one.
Future game show. Uh, we open with a dinosaur shooty game. It's a Jake game. Any game with a dinosaur game, I'm just gonna say is a Jake game. uh,
And yeah, Instinction.
yeah.
Yeah.
It might be worth checking out in the future. Looks like it looks. What they show here looks interesting, and then we hit this part, and it doesn't look interesting at all to me. I paused it on the part that I think is interesting, and it just doesn't look that good to me. The FPS word looked booty.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Needs some work. Might be something worth looking into in the future.
What else we had here? Grow? Nah.
Nah, that's a
Jurassic
Pokemon.
World for the third time? No.
Yeah,
There was some stuff in the virtual show floor that they had. Some of those games had demos, but
we can throw it up, and I'll skip through it
yeah.
a little bit. A Tale of Paper. Uh, Looks creepy. Not for me. What's the next one they showed? Get Packed. This is the game I was showing Paula last night. I was trying to think of. Uh, Looks like goofy fun. What's next? They showed some Chernobylite codes that immediately disappeared.
Yeah, I tried to get some of those and nope, they were
Yeah.
gone.
Luckily, I already spent money on the game, so I
The
didn't even
one that
try
looked
to.
cool to me was a game deck.
Yeah, that's toward the end, right? I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here it is. Here's game deck. It's in the midway point. Which is
That looks
what is
cool,
it?
man.
You're like trying to solve crimes in like a cyberpunkish world or something like
Yeah.
that.
That looks fun to me, man. I'd check that out.
Yeah, it's on my wish list. I was curious about it as well. This is
Backbone,
the furry game where
Technic
you're
game,
a raccoon, apparently.
more Chernobylite codes.
What is this? Beacon Pines. Magical Storybook. No thanks.
I think the rest of these are probably
Trifox. No. Oh, the Beaver base building game. The Ultimate Beaver Society. There's so many jokes you can make. Nah. Okay, nah, that's it. That's all there
yeah.
is to it.
I think we're done with that one.
Don't care about esports boxing club. Hell Let Loose. Is that one of yours, Daniel?
Hell
Are
Let
you
Loose.
interested?
Yeah, I'm interested in the game, but I mean, we don't have to talk about it a whole lot. It's just a
No, I
it's just
just
a
want
world
to pull up
it's just a
video.
World War II FPS, and I like those kind of games, you know. So
Yeah,
and
it
there's a
looks
bunch of
pretty.
those out there, but yeah, I mean,
The
I'd play it. I'm intrigued by it. There's another for World War II shooter down here called Enlisted that will uh, that's kind of similar to this, but anyway, yeah. I mean, World War II FPS. I'll probably check it out at some point.
all right. Red Solstice 2 is one of mine. It's kind of like an XCOM game where you can have like friends play characters. I think.
Oh right, yeah. I thought that was a cool idea. Like, cause an XCOM game where like your friends can play some of the characters or whatever. I think that sounds
Yeah,
pretty cool, man.
I think that was this one. I'm pretty sure that's
That's
this
a
one.
dope idea for an XCOM game.
Mm-hmm. Oh goodness. They got classes, max. I'm trying to go as quick as I can because we definitely want to move on because this is a lot.
Yeah, I mean you just yeah,
That's enough of
show it up,
that.
throw it up, talk about it for a little bit.
Uh,
Lake is not typically my kind of game, but I'm like a little bit like intrigued by it. Like if like I may not play it myself, but this may be one of those games where like I'll watch somebody else play it. You know?
it seems like a kind of chill out game. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a cozy little
I'm gonna pick up and be a
simulator to
mailman
play.
or mail lady or mail
Yeah,
person.
mail lady. You know, in the '80s, by the way, is when this game takes place. So I think the whole like the synopsis or whatever of the game was that this lady's like going moving from like her big town to like or big city to move back to her like small town, your hometown of which is called Providence Oaks, to deliver mail and stuff. So and they showed like a little scene of her and this other lady, talking about which movie they're gonna watch. Um and like this seems like it has potential. Like again, even if I don't play it myself, I'll probably watch somebody else play it. Like that's like that you know was intriguing enough to me for the small amount that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got
All
here?
right.
Eldest Souls,
Nah.
Enlisted. Just quickly, that's the other World War II game that I was talking about, the FPS. This one is cool because like they have NPCs that are like very they're very aware. Like and the NPCs will fuck you up if you're not paying attention. So I think
Yeah.
that is like one of the cool things about that one. And
They're
like,
like
there's
part of your squad, and then when you die, you become
yeah.
one of them.
So yeah, this game is like a very squad based type thing. Again, I love World War II FPS games, so it was definitely something that I was was into and I am. So I've played a little bit. I haven't played it more recently, but I think on this podcast I've mentioned that I've played it in the past. So
Yeah, I think you have as well.
yeah, fun game. I don't Severed Steel. I don't think I'm quite interested in.
Nah.
Uh, Future hits. I don't think
This
Ranch
video is
Sim.
private. It won't even load for me, so.
Well, I mean, I see the same thing as well. So we can't. We'll skip that because we can't look at it anyway. I think Josh wants to talk about Starmancer.
Starmancer, been on my wish list since last year. They show a little bit of gameplay of it, on how it kind of works. It's RimWorld in a space station. It's coming to early access one of these days. Let me see if I can find it. I'm just gonna skip through a little bit so you guys can see like some of this fucking gameplay. I'm gonna skip to the end so I can get the fucking date. Um, Early access August 5th for Starmancer. So I'll probably be checking that out on stream on August 5th if you want to
Cool.
stop by. Anybody? Check it out. I don't really care about the Kiwi game. I only want to mention it because we love Amber, who is a
That's an
Kiwi.
Amber game. There's Chernobylite again.
Same stuff we've been showing for it.
Oh, Harold Halibut.
Yeah, I definitely want to show this
Let's just
because.
mention that real quick because stop motion animation game with
Mm-hmm.
like mocap to that's pretty cool. Like honestly, this would not be my kind of game, but just for the fact that I can I like respect the hell and give these people props for doing this game the way that they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I might check it out just for that reason alone. Like even if nothing else, like that alone is to me is a pretty solid like I love that stuff. Like if there was more games that looked like that, that'd be pretty dope. I think.
Yeah, man. A lot of work, a lot of respect to those guys. It's
100%.
not only did they manage to do this, it looks good. It looks great. Like watching on a movie that is that style.
Yeah, absolutely.
Props to those guys. Um,
After that, I don't know. No happy game is no is no.
mm-mm.
More Dying Light 2, Ollie World. Oh, Tales of Iron. That seems pretty
Yeah, I was kind of
intriguing.
interested in that.
They have Geralt do the narration for
Voiceover,
this.
yeah. When we got these little mice guys fighting off the frog invasions. And then we have a king mouse, Ratmer or whatever the fuck it's called in the fucking King Raditz. That's it. Um, he unites the rat kingdoms. They fight off the frog invasions. I
Yeah.
am interested in this a little bit.
We,
Like
we we didn't get to
it's
see gameplay from this at all, but like
yeah.
the little thing here is intriguing enough for sure. Um, absolutely, yeah. Like I just based off that little thing, like I think I may have wishlisted it or like followed it
Yeah,
on Steam or something. Yeah,
same.
just because I'm like, yeah, that seems like it could be fun. Why not? Why not? Right? Nothing. Nothing wrong with that. Although I would like to see some gameplay because I mean, yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure what else there is here. I don't really see anything to be honest.
I'm
Although
rooting
the
for the Rat Prince. Sorry, I'm still looking at Tales of Iron. That's the thing with that game, though. Is like, sorry to go back to Tales of Iron for just a second. Is
yeah, go for it.
in a minute and 40 seconds, they sell me on that game with just that little bit of art and the little bit of story they
Yeah,
give.
I
20
agree.
minutes of Guardians of the Galaxy at Ubisoft didn't do dick for me. So, like, you know what I'm talking about here? Like, you gotta sell me something. Tales of Iron sold me in a minute 40 with just a trailer with a little bit of story and voiceover. I'm sorry, but that looks infinitely more interesting to me. um,
I get you. I get you. Yeah.
I will say Conway: The Disappearance of Dahlia View looked interesting to me. It's like a noir detective
Yeah.
type game. Uh, where we didn't see any gameplay of it. I don't think. Maybe a little bit. But he's like a cop or was a cop, and you're trying to figure out the disappearance of this girl. Um, it looks like that type of game that would be a trip. So I'm interested in checking it out.
Yeah.
And then after that, I don't see anything else that I want to talk about. So
Nah,
if
I
there's
don't
nothing else
either.
for you, we can move
No, no,
on.
no. I think we can. I think we're done with the E3
Oh, thank God.
stuff for now. And then the rest of this, the TV and the movie news, we can go through really quickly.
Yeah.
Because I know we've been at this for a hot minute now. I knew that was gonna take a while though, because there was a lot of
Mm-hmm.
shit. This is exciting though.
Yes.
The He-Man Revelation trailer. This was hype as shit. I cannot wait to watch this, dude.
I also cannot wait.
Yeah,
They
I have been waiting for this show since it was announced. I love the voice cast. I love the way it looks. I was fully on board with this the moment it was announced. So I can't wait, man.
this
And
show
then
has the power, man. You
it
know.
really does. And then they use I Need a Hero in the damn trailer. Oh, it's so hype.
I still get chills. I'm watching the trailer again with sound. I got chills.
It's so
Have
hype.
the
I'm watching it with sound too.
power, hero. I can't wait for this. This is
I cannot wait, dude.
fuck. This looks good. It looks so good.
It looks so damn good. Look at this shit. Oh, it's so hype, dude. I can't wait. And then
they
like the
outdone
interesting
themselves.
thing is that it's part they mention at the end of the trailer, it's part 1. So
Mm-hmm.
like I think they're doing what they did for the Transformers thing, the trilogy that they did for that.
Yeah.
Like part 1, part 2, part 3 maybe.
Fuck, that's
Um
a good trailer.
but yeah, I this is going to be fucking rad, dude. I am super looking forward to this.
That comes out 2 days after my birthday, so that's a
July
birthday present for me.
23rd,
I'm
part
probably
1.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good birthday present, man. I'm all about it. I can't wait, dude. Like
I'm in.
yeah, I'm super in. I'll probably binge that and then report to you guys after, after, because that is exciting.
What
The
is
next
July
thing,
23rd? Is that a Tuesday? What is it?
23rd is
That's a Friday.
a Friday. So yeah, I'm gonna binge the shit out of that. I'll have the weekend to binge it. So let's get it. Next thing, we have some She-Hulk news for Marvel Disney Plus. They have cast Jamila Jamil as the villain Titania on the show. So she will be the villain on the She-Hulk show, which is cool because I am looking forward to She-Hulk. I am a big fan of Tatiana Maslany, who is our She-Hulk. I'm liking the cast they're building up here. We have obviously Tim Roth reprising his role of Emil Blonsky, aka the Abomination. We have Mark Ruffalo as Bruce the Hulk. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, dude. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, I'm super interested in it. I really like Tim Roth coming back. Like that's really cool. Um, I don't really know Jamila. I really don't know her from
She's
anything. So
yeah, she's what is she from? I think she's from that show The Good Place.
yeah,
I mean I don't really I don't know her from a whole lot either, but I recognize the name. Uh
she bit.
yeah, she's in The Good Place. That's like one of the big things she's known for. She's in that Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, the animated one from Netflix.
She does a lot of voiceover work. That's cool.
Yeah. So she'll be She-Hulk's villain.
Cool.
Uh Moving on, we have Lance Reddick. You guys may recognize him from the John Wick movies, amongst other things. He has been cast as the live action Albert Wesker in the Netflix's live action Resident Evil series. So yeah, they cast him and five others to the show. So along with him, Ella Balinska, Tamara Smart, Sienna Agudong, Adeline Rudolph, and Paola Nunez are all joining him on the cast. I'm not sure who these ladies are portraying because I don't believe this article from Variety says, but yeah, we know that Lance himself uh, is going to be Albert Wesker, which I think is a cool choice. I can definitely see him as Wesker. Like it's
Yeah,
not somebody I would have thought. He's not somebody I would have thought of originally, but now that he's cast, I'm like, oh, I could totally see it.
yeah. The only thing that worries me about this is like Albert Wesker has kids. Yeah, because of what I know about Resident Evil is like Albert Wesker is not that like a
Well,
family dude. I don't know what this
yeah.
is about. None of this makes any sense to me. So
All I
like this is really
remember is
weird.
that in the sixth game he had like a son or something, but I mean I don't know. The
It's a
sixth
little
game
weird.
is
I need to
wild.
see more about this. This just seems a little strange.
Yeah. Well, they announced this at the. You know how they were doing the Netflix stuff for the Summer Games Fest or E3 or whatever that was, the Netflix Geeked Out thing, whatever the event that they had.
Uh huh.
This was announced at that. If I'm not mistaken.
So when I see, I watched the history of Resident Evil, which was a series on YouTube, a documentary that a dude had put together for all the Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
So when they announced like an Albert Wesker show, I expect him to be going around doing like secret agent type shit. This seems like he's a family man type shit. And then to be honest with you, looking at the photo they have up here at the top, it looks like a CW show to me. So I think the casting is fine. I'm just confused on what the actual show is. So I need to see more.
Yeah. No, I get you.
uh, But yeah. Oh.
No, no, I get you. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll find out more. You know, I don't even know what the hell they're planning to do with this um like live action Resident Evil series. So I
Hmm.
mean, we'll have to wait and see because they have so many Resident Evil projects in the works right now, dude. They have like they have like the animation one that we've seen that we've shown trailers for and stuff.
Hmm.
They're doing like the live action movie. They got a live action series. Like they're doing all kinds of shit, man.
They're doing so much that it makes me a little worried that they're doing so much, to be honest. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
mean
get oversaturated and could be not good.
they're up to so much. Yeah, it's pretty crazy the amount of things that they are working on for sure. The next thing is there is a Far Cry anime series at Netflix coming. Uh Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. Which I know I've mentioned to you guys before earlier that the Blood Dragon was the only Far Cry thing that I've played. So I'll probably check this out. I know that they've been wanting to do this for a while, if I'm not mistaken. Like it's been a hot minute since they've been wanting to do that. Um, yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix, has been given a 6 episode order. Obviously the series is based off the Far Cry 3 expansion. Far Cry 3 expansion, Blood Dragon. It's an original anime featuring the alter egos of some of the characters and an homage to the early 90s. It was first announced being development in 2019, but they didn't have a network or streaming service attached. So now we know that it's coming to Netflix though. So I'll be checking this out. It's only going to be like I said, only 6 episodes, so it'll be a
Short,
nice, quick,
quick, to
quick
the
little
point.
little thing. Yeah,
It better have killer music.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Should.
All right. What's
The final
next?
thing we have here, which is something that just dropped like maybe an hour ago, is that the Assassin's Creed live action series over at Netflix has enlisted Jeb Stewart to serve as a writer. And I thought this might be interesting to bring up um, because Jeb Stewart, I think, is Die Hard, isn't he?
I think that's what it said. It says on the article somewhere in here. I don't know where it's at. I don't know shit about writers.
Well, some of the stuff he's done is like or some of the projects he's been involved in is like the Goonies, To Live and Die in LA. Yeah, that kind of stuff. But let's see. Some of his
Yeah, Die Hard's on here.
wait, that's the wrong Jeb Stewart, isn't it? Or maybe is it the right guy? I don't know. Anyway, so the gist of this is Assassin's Creed, the live action series on Netflix has a writer now. So that's all. Moving on, we can get through the movie news pretty quickly here because there's not a whole lot.
Okay.
Uh Bill Skarsgård is in talks for John Wick 4. So
That's
Bill
cool.
Skarsgård, you guys might recognize him uh from maybe Pennywise in the new It movies. Um
I actually know him from
yeah, that's kind of like where more people might know
Castle
more
Rock.
for.
Castle Rock's where I know him from, which is another
Ah,
um Stephen King thing.
yeah. He was also in Deadpool 2, Atomic Blonde, Allegiant. I haven't seen Castle Rock.
I hadn't even seen all of season one. I've just seen part of it, and then I fell off because I got distracted with
Gotcha.
something else. Yeah, season one of it was good though. What I saw, season two, I didn't see. That's cool.
Yeah,
I love John Wick. I need to see the third one. Uh,
dude, we will. I'm telling you. You know, at the top of the show, we mentioned what we're doing whatever past week. Um, we'll probably watch it next Tuesday, so keep an eye out for that.
all right.
Anyway, yeah. So Bill Skarsgård is in talks to join John Wick 4. That's cool. Again,
Woo!
always like when they add talent to movies, so that's dope. Um, there's a trailer for Space Jam 2. The trailer number 2 for Space Jam 2. This comes out July 16th, so in about a month.
Is
Um,
this is gonna be on HBO Max, right?
it is on HBO Max, yeah.
Got it. Couldn't remember.
So they will be having this on HBO Max, and you can check it out there if you want to check it out. Um,
Come to the
yeah,
Discord. I'm sure we'll be doing group watches.
yeah. I don't know what to expect from this movie because I like the first one so much, but I'll still give this a shot and check it out. Maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't, but at least I'll make form my own opinion about it.
I like the tunes. It's fun to see them again. Yeah, the thing that I'm not gonna say weirds me out. It's just I'm so used to old school cartoons, right? When they show them like in cartoon form, and it
Yeah,
looks all like modern and stuff, it messes with me because I'm so used to like the old school look.
yeah. When they like switched from the old school to the new school look, I get that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the old animation style as well, but they feel like they need to update that. So, it
Yeah.
is what it is. Uh yeah, so next up, uh there is a Lord of the Rings anime film called The War of the Rohirrim in works at New Line. Uh
That's cool.
which this is interesting. This is something that dropped like several days ago, like I think like last Thursday or something. Um yeah, I'm all for Lord of the Rings anime movie. The project is being directed by Kenji Kimayama. Uh, Philippa Boyens, who was the scribe of the Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, will be a consultant on this new project. And it's being fast tracked with animation done by Sola Entertainment. Voice casting is currently underway. If you guys are out there listening, whoever is in charge of this, please cast me. I will voice things in this. Get me on it. I'll do it. Please.
Let me
Thank
do
you.
some death
Uh,
sounds. I'm good at those.
yeah, and it'll be distributed around the world by Warner Brothers Pictures. Uh, the War of the Rohirrim focuses on the character from the book's appendix, the mighty King of Rohan, Helm Hammerhand, and a legendary battle which helped shape Middle Earth heading into Lord of the Rings. It'll expand the untold story behind the fortress of Helm's Deep, delving into the life and blood-soaked times of Hammerhand. Uh, it is a companion piece to the trilogy, and it is set roughly 250 years before the movie during the Third Age. So there you go. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's just
I wasn't either. Just like dropped out of nowhere, like last week, and I'm like, fuck, dude, that's cool.
like I knew they were making a
The live
show.
action series, yeah.
Yeah, but huh, I'll check
Yeah,
this out.
please
Cool.
cast me. I will do voice stuff for that. Anyway, the last thing we have here is that Aquaman 2 has a title now, and yeah, so there's an image on Instagram that had James Wan. Uh, I believe he tweeted or he put it out on Instagram himself. Yeah, James Wan put up on his Instagram like a picture of him, uh, and then like there's like a table or something, and there's his name on a paper with director, and then in the back, is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So that's the title for Aquaman 2. They're having a production meeting. So yeah, how do you feel about that title, Aquaman and the Last Kingdom?
Um,
I think it fits. I think it's
yeah,
makes sense.
I mean, just a title.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any just feelings around it. I don't know. I
Well,
don't know what it's about.
sometimes they announce titles and they're dumb. So it's like,
Yeah, it's like Aquaman and the Lost Seal or something stupid.
the
you know.
Lost Seal.
Hmm.
Aquaman and what's his name from SpongeBob? Fucking Bubble Boy and the other homie that I'm blanking out on.
Oh,
Anyway,
fucking
that's the
Mermaid Man
title.
and Barnacle Boy.
Yeah, Aquaman, Mermaid, the tale of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Aquaman, the search for Barnacle Boy.
Yeah, something
That's the
stupid
name of
like
this
that,
movie. Oh god. Okay, that's all the news.
That is it. Yeah.
Do we need a break, or do you want to finish
Uh,
up?
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't.
I
Okay,
think we should just quickly. It
we're
won't
gonna
take
take
that
a
long. It'll
quick
just be
break.
quick.
Quick break. A quick break or quick on. Sorry. What do you
Quick
need?
quick break. Quick
Quick
break.
break. Got you. Okay.
Yeah,
Quick break, guys. We'll be right back.
we'll be back
Sorry.
super soon. Like it won't take that long.
No, no, no. Don't
Yeah.
go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Going to break now.
BRB. Are
Muting
you recording?
and recording again. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Clockwork Cantina. Second half of the show. Probably gonna be
Indeed.
pretty quick, I imagine. Ish.
Probably.
Uh, uh, our favorite movie protagonist. I've made a
So
list, and Daniel's made a
yeah,
list, I
we have
believe.
we have lists. We might have some honorable mentions as well. You guys got to keep in mind these are some of our favorites, so they may not, you know,
Mm-hmm.
may differ from yours because everybody has their own favorites. It could be anything and anyone, as long as
Mm-hmm.
they're a protagonist. And also, like, I kind of have like certain stipulations about certain things,
I did as well.
like do you consider, like, what do you would consider to be a I mean, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. But yeah, so I think the way we're gonna do this, I think, is like Josh will say one, then I'll say one, instead of like doing one full list and then the other. Um, but yeah, we'll do that, and then maybe we'll give off some honorable mentions. I don't know how many honorable mentions you have. I got a few just in case. But
All right.
yeah. So
Um,
yeah, again, these are our favorite movie protagonists. Everybody's got their own. They're all different. So just keep that in mind before you be like, oh, this person, sucks or whatever. It's like, all right, you know what? Come on, calm down.
Everything here
But
is
yeah,
just our opinions. All right.
so I
You
have
don't
my
have to
list. You
agree
have
with them.
yours. Mine is in no particular order. I'm just gonna name
Same.
them off because I don't really. I both like and dislike ranking things because it's tough to
Mhm.
rank things sometimes. So I'm just gonna name people off, no particular order. Yeah. So whenever you're ready, Josh, you
All
can
right.
go ahead and do this.
I have mine as I have the character name, the actor that played that character, and then the film what they were from. So,
Okay. I
um,
only I only did the character name, but I mean I can tell you which version or
yeah.
who the movie or what the movie is or whatever. Yeah.
The only reason I did that is for uh a couple reasons because some I like a protagonist from a certain film and
I'll
uh
just quickly add the other information, but go ahead.
yeah, I just put it on their quiz. The first one I have, I mentioned this movie in the stuff I've been up to the past week. Now, when I put him in the notes here, I hadn't watched the movie yet. In fact, him being in the notes made
Oh,
me watch the movie. So I put Billy Costigan, Leonardo DiCaprio from The Departed. Uh,
okay.
so I put him in the notes, and I was like, you know what? I should watch The Departed, and it was on Netflix, so I watched it. Um, so he's my list isn't in an order either, but he is the first person I thought of when I thought who's a good movie protagonist. Well, he is because he's a good guy, a cop undercover, trying to bust Jack
Also, are you are
Nicholson's
you are
character.
you throwing up like pictures or videos and stuff or no
I'm not, but I can
of
I can do that.
of the people we're talking about? Might
I
be
can
good
do
just in
that.
case there's maybe people out there
Yeah,
who
let
may
me get
not
a let me get
recognize or
a
whatever.
let me get a fit room for you guys.
So, Leo's character in The Departed, which the name is again. What's the name again?
Yes, Billy Costigan.
There you go.
Costigan. This character right here. Let me make sure I get a good view for you guys. That is my. I keep saying my number one. That was just the first person I thought of when I thought of
There you go.
uh
There's
that was my
Josh's
pick.
one of his.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if it might be too much effort or work for you, Josh, but I don't know if you want to like throw the character name like on the as text or something on the side, or because
Uh,
you're gonna have to switch it a lot, so it might be too much work.
if
But I
I
mean, I
if
was
I
just
had if I had known in advance, I would have done
yeah.
that for next time. Um,
So there's his character. Uh,
Billy Costigan. Yeah.
yeah.
Who you got? Who you got?
So my the one that I thought of immediately as my first one was Luke Skywalker as portrayed by Mark Hamill, and I am specifically referring to the Star Wars original trilogy movies. Um, he's done other stuff as Luke as well, but like like specifically talking about that that version of the character.
Sorry, I'm trying to get the image
Uh,
up here. There we go.
yeah.
There's your Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, Star Wars.
So there is it's Luke. Yep, my favorite version of Luke is the Return of the Jedi one. Return of the Jedi slash Mandalorian. That kind of era of Luke, the all
Mm-hmm.
black, the green saber. But anyway, just like when you think of like just I could have put any Star Wars character in here because there's a lot you can choose from. Like my favorite Star Wars character is Obi-Wan, right? But I don't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily consider him to be a protagonist. He's kind of like when I think of like protagonists, this is what I mean, right? Like about like who do you consider to be a protagonist and stuff? Because like for me, like I think of Anakin as like the protagonist of the prequels, even though he's like the one that fucks shit up, it fucks everything up, right? But he's like the main, he's like the person who we're following here on the story. And Obi-Wan is, even though he's my favorite character, I consider him to be kind of like a not a secondary character, but like he's not like the main focus. You know what I mean? Like he's like he kind of is, but isn't at the same time. Does that make sense at all?
It's okay because I had the same issue with a character later on.
Like he's not like the. There's another character in this list that I have that I'll talk about here shortly. But
I'm gonna laugh if it's the same one I have.
when I think about, well, maybe I don't know. When I think about like protagonists, yeah, like Luke is like the main protagonist of the original trilogy. So I
Mm-hmm.
throw him in here. Yeah, Obi-Wan is like, yeah, he's like a supporting character, exactly, Maj, and he's like a main character, but he's not like the main character, if that makes sense. So, again, he's my Obi-Wan is my favorite Star Wars character, but he's not like the Skywalker in the Skywalker saga. There you go. That's the way to phrase that. So yeah, Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, the original trilogy. That's my dude. He's the first one I thought of immediately when I was thinking of this list. And again, I could have put any number of Star Wars characters in here, but I will let you guys know right now, he is the only Star Wars character on my list because I didn't want to,
Yeah,
do repeats, or I wanted to have variety. So
I
there you
limited
go.
myself to one per franchise.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
Exactly.
so my number two is good because I don't have to change the photo. I also picked Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, Star Wars.
Nice.
That was the next one I thought of. I was like, yeah. And for all the reasons
Absolutely.
Daniel said, I went with Luke. In Return of the Jedi, Luke is my favorite. He's cool. He's got that little bit of edge to him that makes a good character great. Um, uh, yeah, I don't need to add any more than Daniel put on there. It's good. Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. It was definitely it's on my list. Yes.
He's the man. He's the man. Yeah.
All right, who you got next?
My next one is Dr. Jones, Dr. Indiana Jones, portrayed by Harrison Ford in the Indiana Jones series. This is my favorite Harrison Ford character that he has played in any of his movies. More so than Han, more so than any Harrison Ford character that he's done, any other character that he's done. So yeah, Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones as Dr. Henry Jones, Junior,
Henry
Junior,
Jones
yeah,
Jr.
yeah. So
Jr.
yeah, Indiana Jones is definitely one of my favorite movie protagonists. He's got 4 movies under his belt. They're doing a 5th one. Uh, yeah, he's a great character, man. I mean, Harrison has such a great like I don't know, just the way that he plays the characters is fantastic, and I'm like it's so cool that like still even at his old ass age he's still playing this character, like years later. I think like the first movie just had its 40th anniversary or something like that, so it's like pretty pretty nuts. But yeah, I love the character of Indiana Jones as portrayed by Harrison Ford, so definitely had
Absolutely.
to include him on my list when I was thinking of favorite movie protagonists.
All right. The next one I have is a bit of an oldie.
Okay.
Well, it's an oldie where I come from. Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox,
Hey.
Back to the Future. Uh, Look, I love Back to the Future movies. I don't. I used to binge watch them all the time. Let me get a photo up for you guys of Marty here, so you can see the man, the myth, the legend, McFly. Um,
Well, in a
I
time machine out of
it's
the
a it's it's a cool concept, right? I'm gonna go back and I go back in time and end up being friends and helping out my old man, right? And to me, those movies are just all three of them are great. Like I could sit there and watch all three of them and
Yeah,
enjoy them no matter what.
I enjoy the
Um,
Back to the Future franchise as well.
um, Marty grows through all three of those movies. From and I just really enjoy Michael J. Fox's performance as him. So um, I really
I'm
love
a
Back to the Future.
I'm a big fan of the Back to the Future shoes. Those things are great.
Yeah.
And then
So we
the
did.
fact,
I did have to have him on there. Yeah.
yeah, he's great. I don't have him on here on my list, but he's somebody like when you have to choose between 10, dude, it's like
It's hard.
it's rough. I would put him as an honorable mention though, because I do like Marty McFly.
Here's
Like,
when Marty hears he's not on Daniel's list photo for you. There,
oh,
like, how could
let's
you?
see it.
Look at how could you? I'm not on your list. I'm
Oh,
shocked. I say shocked.
yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'm sorry,
I'm just
Marty.
being
There's
silly.
so many options. There's so many options, Marty.
No, Marty's very disappointed.
He's fine, dude. He's got the girl, he's got the car, he's got the shoes and the hoverboard, man. What else does he need? He's winning, dude. You don't need nothing from me.
uh, all right, who you got next?
Okay, so this is another one that, again, I was saying earlier, he's not the main character, because technically, the main character in this series, which is Lord of the Rings, uh, and the character that is on my list is Aragorn, as portrayed by Viggo Mortensen. He is not the main character, but he is a protagonist of sorts. The main character would probably be Frodo, right? But Aragorn's my guy, so
What if I
it's
told you I
kind
have the
of,
same pick?
well, I mean, yeah, because how
Uh,
could you not? He's great.
he is one of mine.
Yeah, Viggo Mortensen is fantastic as Aragorn in the Lord of the Rings franchise. Yeah, he's technically not the protagonist, but he is a protagonist, you know? So
And the Lord of the Rings, man, they all share almost so much equal screen time. I feel that any one of them could be like almost the main character if it wasn't for like the ring being the big thing, right?
yeah. So like yeah, so again, he's not like the main character, but he is a main character. He's kind of like in the Obi-Wan vein, I guess. He's like the one of the main like dudes, but not the main dude. I don't know. It gets funky, man. It's really weird when you
Lord of the
get
Rings in
into that stuff.
particular is a little tough when it comes to like who is the main dude because I mean I think there's an argument for Sam as being the main character at some
Sam,
points, you know?
Sam, you could say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Without Sam, Frodo wouldn't have been able to do it. But yeah, I don't know. Again, it starts to get
Okay.
funky and murky when you start getting into the technicalities of this stuff.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, yeah, Aragon is my guy, so threw him in
I
there, and
got
he
you.
was yours as well, right? So
He is. I'll tell you when I get to him on here, but he is on my list.
okay, so what's your
Um,
next one then?
next up I have Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver from Aliens.
Well, guess
Uh,
what? She's my next
shut
one.
up. Oh
Yep.
Lord. Of course, Ellen Ripley had to be on here. She's a
Yo,
fucking badass.
she's literally the next one that I had, so this is perfect placement here. So Ellen
uh,
Ripley, as portrayed by Sigourney Weaver in Alien and Aliens, those are the
yeah,
two movies for me specifically, Alien and Aliens.
yeah.
She's in a bunch more of them, but those are the ones that I'm specifically talking about.
I love her.
She's fantastic.
She's in the first movie. She's kind of she's like she's a fucking badass in the first movie.
The
Uh,
second one, though,
but the second one, she's a mom with claws, and I will
get
fucking kill
away
you.
from
Get away
her,
from her,
you
you bitch.
bitch!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's badass, dude.
If I was on a ship
It's
with Ellen Ripley and shit was going bad, I'd put her in charge. You know, like
much put her in charge. You gotta play it, Josh. You gotta play it, dude.
I don't
Come on.
have it on here. I have it somewhere.
Oh,
I don't
come
have.
on, man! I thought you had it
I've
on the
been
stream
meaning.
deck.
I've been meaning to put
Uh,
it on here, but I haven't.
Why don't you put
Uh,
her in charge? Anyway, shout out to Bill. Uh,
here I got it.
but
I got
yeah,
it. Hang on. Here we go.
Why don't you put her in charge?
There we go. Uh,
There you go. That was
I
great.
would.
So
I'd
yeah,
put her in
yeah.
charge.
Ripley was my next one. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah. She's badass though. Like, how could you not have her in here?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Like, it's tough because like again, you could easily throw in Leia in here as well.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I wanted to keep one person from each franchise, so I chose Luke for Star Wars. But you could have thrown in Leia, or there's
Mm-hmm.
other badasses that you could have thrown in here as well. But yeah, Ripley is a super solid choice. Again, she was my next one as well. So
That's funny.
yeah, that's I think we said what we had to say about Ellen Ripley, man. She's just a badass, dude. Like, again, she's great in the first movie, but in the second one, man, she's an even bigger badass. Like, it's crazy.
You said you had the same one, so should I go
Yeah,
again, or did you want
yeah.
to swap
Just
over?
go again. Yeah, because
Okay.
I Ripley was my next one.
So the next one, there could be an argument, but I feel like they're a main protagonist. They definitely help it's one of those little ensemble kind of deals.
Okay.
I went with the Terminator, Arnold
Hmm.
Schwarzenegger from Terminator 2. So,
Dun dun dun
uh,
dun dun.
he's the main protector, the main fighter in this movie. That isn't to say that Sarah Connor isn't, but like,
Yeah.
she's definitely the Terminator. Into I just remember binge watching this movie so much as a kid growing up and just loving Arnold and him playing this badass robot fucking Model 101 Cyberdyne fucking skeleton model fucking robot dude. Like loved him. There's an argument that uh uh oh my god.
John Connor.
John Connor and Edward Furlong was who I was trying to. I was trying to think of the actor's name. Is the
Yeah,
fucking
Edward Furlong. Yeah.
oh yeah, is the main protagonist. But I honestly, for me, it's Arnie like carries that movie. So
Okay.
I put him on here. I put him on here. There's an argument that he could be that he's not, but I threw him on here anyway.
I got you. I understand.
Well,
Um,
yeah, what do you got next?
my next one is one Mr. John Wick, as portrayed by Keanu Reeves from the John
Oh,
Wick series. This is more of a recent like protagonist, but he's a badass, dude. Like,
oh, absolutely.
he's one of the ones that I immediately thought of as well. So yeah, for me, like, he has 3 movies under his belt as this character, working on a fourth and a fifth one as we speak. So it's the John Wick ain't slowing down anytime soon, man. He is a absolute badass. Yeah, definitely had to include him here on my list. Some people might not say Keanu is the best actor, which he doesn't need to be for this kind of movie, because we all he needs to do is whoop ass, and guess what? He does that shit extremely well.
Oh, absolutely.
He does his own shit, and he does it you know he does it all as well as anybody. Like it's so cool seeing like all the action scenes, and like every time I watch one of these movies, like it's like you're just waiting to see what they do next. And he's just a badass character, dude. Like, from the like even in the first movie, when the fucking Theon's character, I forget his name, but Theon's character portrayed by what's his name, Alfie Allen.
Hmm.
um like, when he takes his car over to John Leguizamo's garage and shit, and he's like, "Where'd you get that car from? Did you kill the dude?" And then, like, they talk to his dad and shit, and they're like, what, you know, did you punch my son? And he's like, "Yeah." Because he fucking stole John Wick's car and killed his dog, and he's like, "Oh shit," 'cause, like,
Like, oh,
you get the realization, like, even though we've only like just met this dude, like, he has a reputation of being this. They call him the Baba Yaga, right? Like, he's
hmm,
he's he's the
the
boogeyman, dude. Like,
boogeyman.
everybody's afraid of this dude because he's a badass, and like we haven't even seen him do anything yet. Like, and then, like, once he does, he doesn't disappoint. Like, he's a fucking he is the man, dude. Like, he just goes in there and takes everybody down, dude. He avenges his dog, and all that stuff. Like, he's a fantastic character. So yeah,
Fuck
I had
yeah,
to I had to include him
love
in
John
here.
Wick. All right. Next up, I had. This is where I had Aragorn originally. It's not ranked, but that's where I had him put in.
Yeah.
Um, so I can do my next one, or you can go again.
No, no, go for your next
Okay.
one.
The one I got after that is David Dunn, Bruce Willis from Unbreakable. I watched
Mm.
Unbreakable a while back. The superhero movie before superhero movies. Uh, I think one of my absolute favorites, Bruce Willis roles, next to Die Hard. I went with him here,
Yeah,
because I just love Unbreakable.
when you
You know,
said Bruce Willis, I thought that's where you were going. I thought you were going with Die Hard, but yeah, this is
I
interesting.
mean, I
Interesting
mean, it
pick.
easily could have been Die Hard. But the reason I like Unbreakable more is because Bruce Willis shows range in this. He's not just the badass action
Mm.
hero from Die Hard. He's
I
he's
okay.
he's a very complicated character in Unbreakable, and I like that a little bit more than just being a badass. Like he
I
shows a great deal of range
okay. That's
here.
a solid reason for choosing this
Um,
character.
And also, I've seen Unbreakable more recently than Die Hard. If I had seen Die Hard recently, it probably would have been John McClane.
Yippee-ki-yay!
um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just really like Unbreakable. I think the character is a very complicated character, Bruce, and I think it takes a lot to pull off that kind of character that has like these self doubts, all the coming to like accepting yourself for what he is, and like hiding that for a good chunk of his life has made it hard with him having troubles at home, having troubles with his son. Unbreakable is just a great movie. If you've never seen Unbreakable, please go watch it. It's great, and Bruce Willis is great. That movie. Who do
All
you
right.
have it next, Daniel?
My next one I have here is Captain Steve Rogers, as portrayed by Chris Evans in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Mm,
Again, I tried to stick to one character from each thing, and it could have been Tony. You know, it could have been it could have been Thor. It could have been any of those guys. But I think to me, just the way that Chris Evans portrays this character, and like the amount of great movies that Captain America is like. I love the Cap trilogy, all three of them. You know, the first Avenger, fantastic. The Winter Soldier, top fucking tier. Civil War, good. Like he's in the the Avengers movies, and fucking Chris Evans even does Cap in like the Dark World, where like Loki is like transforming himself into Captain America, and he even does that stuff. Like he's just like his portrayal of Captain America is like one of the to me one of the greatest like superhero like performances ever. Like just from start like from his starting point in First Avenger all the way down to Avengers Endgame. Like it's such a great like arc for him, man. Like he, we started with him not getting the dance with Peggy at the end of the first one because I'm taking the ship down, with all that, with that because shit's gonna go bad if you don't do that. And then in the end he gets his happy ending, dude. He gets to dance with Peggy at the end, man. He goes back and gets to spend his life with her after doing all this shit that he's got to do. So
mhm,
yeah, I really like that character, and Chris Evans does a fantastic job at playing him for in the MCU. So yeah, I had to give him a spot on here for that.
uh-huh. That is this photo is Cap's face when he's not on my list.
Mhm.
But I have an Avenger on here.
Oh, interesting.
Um,
I wonder who you got.
who is next? I went with Thor.
Mm.
Chris Hemsworth from Thor Ragnarok. Um,
Specifically Thor Ragnarok. Okay.
Specifically Thor Ragnarok, and there's a little bit of Endgame that may have played into it.
Okay.
Um, uh, Not necessarily Fat Thor, but the a moment in that movie that really resonates to me that I'll talk
Okay.
about. Um, so I liked I liked the first Thor movie. I didn't like the second one. It's got its
Yeah.
problems.
Right.
But Ragnarok, I fucking love. It's such a good. God, it's just such a good time. Uh, there's a lot of emotion in that movie too, with Odin and all that stuff that's going on. And Thor gets his golden locks cut and gets into gladiatorial fights and is trying to get back home and fight Hela. So,
Yeah.
um, another reason that Thor is one of my favorite protagonists on here is like a lot of this. So Endgame is funny and has a lot of comedy, and Fat Thor's is at the butt of many jokes, but there's something deeper and sadder and about that character when you realize that the reason he's like that is because he's suffering from PTSD. He's having self doubts. He's drinking a lot and eating a lot. But the moment that truly makes him one of my favorites is uh spoilers. But if you're watching this, please. Um, in Endgame, when he goes and is talking to his mom, and he puts his hand up and calls the hammer, and it comes to him, and he looks at it and says, "I'm still worthy." Like, yes, I'm still worthy. That moment means so much to me as somebody that has a lot of self doubts in their lives. Um, so that's kind of what got him on the list. You know, uh, I am still worthy despite my failures. I'm still worthy of the power of Thor, kind of deal. So that's one of my absolute favorite moments in that film. It gets laughed at a lot, but I look at it a little deeper than that. So, um, I love. So that's why I put Thor on the list, man. Um,
Oh yeah, he's a solid pick. I was wondering who you're gonna choose. I thought maybe it was Tony for a second, but yeah,
it was actually hard. It was hard to pick one of them. You know, I was sitting there. I was
yeah,
like, would I put Cap on here? I mean,
yeah.
and it could have easily been Cap or Tony. You know, it could have easily
They're
been either of them.
they're all solid options because I mean these guys come together in these big movies,
Hmm.
but they're each their own protagonists of their own stories, you know. So
It's so good, so good.
yeah, yeah,
Who do you got
absolutely.
next?
So my next pick is Blondie, aka the man with no name, as portrayed by Clint Eastwood in the Dollars trilogy, the No Name, whatever you
Hmm.
want to call that trilogy, you know.
Yeah.
In that triple set of movies. That is a awesome character. Again, portrayed by Clint Eastwood. He's like the big um inspiration to some of these like Western like big. I mean, just look at the man, dude. That is it's such a dope look, dude. Like I remember one time, like this, like years back, like my mom, uh, and like some of the fam was going down to Mexico, and I was
Hmm.
like, if you go down there, see if they have this specific poncho, because I wanted this man's poncho, dude. So I was like, if you see ponchos out there, find me one that looks like that because I want it. And unfortunately I didn't get one, but like next, dude, when I go back to Mexico, my eyes are gonna be peeled trying to find me a poncho that looks
hell,
like that because I
hell
want
yeah, bro.
this dude. Not only is a badass, but he looks badass. Like it's just
I didn't put him on my list, but he's definitely an honorable mention.
like he's just the hat, the shirt, the everything, dude. Like he's and then you
It's a
see him
good
in the
look.
movies, and yeah,
Hmm.
and you get to see just how much of a badass he really is, and man, it's just uh
He's a man of all
it's
action and very few words. So
yeah,
it's
he's definitely a specific type of character, but I like that type of character. You know, it's
no, I
definitely
agree. It's a good pick.
it's definitely the opposite of like, you know, somebody like Josh said, like you know, Bruce Willis and Unbreakable, you know, definitely the opposite of that. But yeah, like this is the kind of outfit you want your like dude in Red Dead to look like, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
you go for something like that, you know. So yeah, I mean, it's a great character, uh, solid bunch of movies. Had to throw him in here, had to have him in here.
Gotcha. Good pick. Uh, Next up, I have Batman,
Ah, which I wonder which
The
one.
Michael Keaton Batman.
Ah,
Because that is I love Michael Keaton Batman because that was like the first one I saw as a kid, kinda. Like
yeah.
I just remember watching it growing up, and like that is because it was like my first Batman. It'll kind of always be like my Batman. Um, and because I just watched it so much, I just remember sitting down at in the floor at my grandparents' house, right? And I just remember they had blue carpet of all things. I just remember the blue carpet, and they had like one of those big. This is back in the day. Like they had a big box TV that would sit there on the floor, and I just remember watching Batman on it, the Michael Keaton Batman, putting the VHS tape in the tape player, and watching it over and over and over and over again. Um, and after throwing a Marvel character on here, I had to have a Batman because he's my favorite. Uh,
I I was going to choose a Batman, or I was gonna throw Batman in my list as well, but I ultimately I didn't, because I just didn't want to have too many, like,
mhm.
you know, too many characters like that. But I the one that I was gonna go with was the Dark Knight version, because that's,
That
that's,
that's a good one too.
in terms of live action ones, that's my favorite one. But yeah,
Hmm.
I almost went with the Batman, but I didn't.
It's funny how everybody has their own favorite Batman
Yeah, yeah.
because there's so many.
There's so, I mean, yeah, this, I mean, shit, I'm looking forward to the Robert
Yeah,
Pattinson one, dude. That one
yeah.
looks like it's gonna be great too, you know.
All right.
But yeah.
Who do you have next? Is this our last one? Is this number 10?
No, I still have a few more I need to do.
Okay.
Next for
I have
me
one more.
is Tony Montana, played by Al Pacino in
Hey.
Scarface. She gonna love me again in the morning.
Wait, hold up. I got a soundbite. Here we go.
Oh shit, play it.
Oh yeah.
Say hello to my little friend. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, dude, he's a great character, dude. He's you get to see, you get to see him start off at the bottom and go to the top, and then, you get to slowly see his descent into madness as he, spoiler alert, at the end of the movie gets taken out, but it's a it's a fantastic movie. It's a fantastic character in a fantastic, or fantastic character played by a fantastic actor in a fantastic movie. So
mm-hmm.
it's the trifecta of the things here, and yeah, I mean, he's great, dude. Like, we quote this movie and talk about it all the time, and Tony's
Yeah.
he's a super
Shit, I
solid
cracked a
super
joke last
solid
night about
character, man.
Scarface.
Yeah, I mean, we love Scarface. He's great, and yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite Pacino roles. Probably my favorite one, to be honest.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's fucking. He's great, man. I recently rewatched the movie again, like, not that long ago, and yeah, it's still so good to me. Um,
Should take another Quaalude.
she gonna love me again in the morning, and
We quote it all the fucking time.
fly, fly, pelican, fly.
Goodbye, Pelican.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it's
uh,
yeah. So he's definitely one of my favorites. So I had to put him in
no,
here.
that's a solid pick right there.
So you said only one more?
I have one more. That'll be my 10th.
Oh, weird. So
Uh,
I'll guess I'll go again then.
yeah, go ahead, double up.
My next one is Maximus Decimus Meridius,
Radius.
portrayed
Yeah.
by Russell Crowe in the 2000 film Gladiator.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
Uh, solid character. That was a fantastic movie. I'm pretty sure he won an Oscar for that one, I think. Yeah, I love the character of Maximus. This is Gladiator is like one of those movies that, like, you see on TV all the time because it's so damn good.
Yeah, it's always on.
It'll just be on, and like anytime it's on, like, you just put it, I just watch it at any point in the movie, and be like, oh hell yeah, dude, it's Gladiator, like, let's fucking go. Yeah, I mean, he's another cool character that, avenges, or tries to avenge his family, and, like, he's just a dude trying to, get through all the shit that gets thrown at him. And yeah, Russell Crowe did win Best Actor for this one. This movie won 5 Oscars. It won Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Costume Design, Best Sound, and Best Visual Effects.
I mean, fuck, it's a good movie. It's a
It's a
good movie.
fantastic movie. I love this movie, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely, he's a when I think of, like, movie protagonists, he's, like, up there for
Hmm.
me, because, he's just an awesome dude, like a really badass character, which is, tends to be, if there's a pattern in my list, there's a lot, I have a lot of badass characters in my list, I think.
Oh yeah, you do.
Um, yeah.
What we do in life echoes in eternity. He's got so many good lines.
He
Are you
really
not
does.
entertained?
Are you not
Like, it's fucking.
entertained? Yeah.
Maximus,
So
Maximus the Merciful. uh,
we're on the 10th one now, so you can go ahead and go for yours now. I believe.
my final one you're gonna like. I know you are.
Okay.
For a fact, I know you were gonna love this one.
Okay.
Um, because we watched this movie not too long ago with Paula and some others that were in there. I think Paula
Hmm.
was there for this. Uh, Judge Dredd, Carl Urban from
Oh yeah,
Dredd.
Carl Urban from Dread. Yep, I do like that pick
Yeah,
a lot.
that's a good pick. Fucking, he's just a badass from the start of the movie to the end of the movie. I will fuck you up. I am the law.
That's
Mama,
a
I'm
great
coming
pick.
for you. I'm coming for you. I fucking love Judge Dredd.
Mama. Ooh. Yeah, that's a super solid pick. I respect the hell out of Carl Urban for not taking off the helmet the entire movie.
Exactly, man. I love Carl Urban. That dude's a
Much
badass.
respect for doing that. Like even though he has the helmet on the entire time, you can still tell it's him. Like that the
Mm-hmm.
face, like you can just look. So yeah, props to him for that, because other people probably would have been like, "Oh, you gotta show my face for at least a little bit, or
No,
whatever."
fuck that. I'm wearing this helmet no matter what. You can pry it off
Yeah.
with a crowbar.
So yeah,
Uh,
yeah, definitely a good, super solid pick. I do like that one for sure.
so I did have to throw like one of my die-hard John Wick type badass in here, and that is
No,
Dread.
Judge Dredd. Yeah, that's a good one. I struggled with my 10th one because there's like a bunch of options. Like I'm
hmm
gonna throw out some of my honorable mentions.
Go for it.
Um, I have Marty McFly,
hmm
Leonidas from 300,
Yeah, that's a
uh,
good one.
Alan Dutch Schaefer from Predator is another one. Furiosa from Mad Max. And then since I didn't throw in a DC character, I have a DC character in my honorable mentions. I have actually have Wonder Woman as
Oh,
portrayed by
yeah.
Gal Gadot, because I think, listen,
She's on my
I
honorable mentions too. Yeah.
I was one of those people that I wasn't sure when they cast her as Wonder Woman. I was like, well, I mean, this lady's from like what? At the time, she was known for what? Being a model or a like in the Fast and the Furious movies. So I'm like, I don't know, dude. But she came in and she has absolutely owned the character and made it her own. And I love her version of Wonder Woman. Even though I didn't love Wonder Woman 84, I really like her in BVS. When we hear that amazing music for the first time, you know the one I'm talking about.
hmm
That one. Uh, and then obviously in her own movie, her own, the Wonder Woman, the movie itself she's really good in that. And she does some stuff in Justice League, but I mean not a whole lot. But anyway, Wonder Woman from DCEU is another honorable mention. Uh, and then yeah, I was originally gonna throw in this next my number 10 character an honorable mention, but I just couldn't decide who to throw in at my 10th, so I just threw him in here as number 10. So
Gotcha.
I have Johnny Depp uh portraying Captain Jack Sparrow from the Pirates movies as my number
Hey,
10.
that's a perfectly
Because
fine
he
choice.
was gonna be one of my honorable mentions, but I'm like, I don't know who to put in S10, so he'll be number 10. So
Captain Jack.
we have
Um,
5 movies with the character of Captain Jack Sparrow, and I think that those movies are all fun in some way or another because of him. Even like the first one is easily the best one, right? I think we can all agree on that. That the first one is the best one. I
Absolutely.
personally am a fan of all of the movies in some way. I think I've only seen the last one like once, so I think I may have to rewatch that one. But to me, that one's probably the weakest one. I don't know. I have to rewatch them, but anyway, I still enjoy his portrayal of this character. Like it's like iconic, right? So to like everybody when you think of Jack Sparrow, like yeah, obviously. Um, and I know that they're planning on doing like a remake or a reboot of the Pirates movies, and I don't know if they're planning on bringing back this character for those. They may not. So I
I don't
think
know.
that again, his portrayal of this character in these movies is great. I have fun with all of these movies. To me they're fun. And even though I know they're not probably not the best, but I still have fun with them. I like pirate shit. All right, don't I like pirate shit. But anyway, that's my 10. I threw out some honorable mentions there as well. There's probably
Yeah,
more that I'm just missing out on, but I mean, again, we wanted to have a list of 10, and then there's unfortunately there's gonna be some people that get left out. So you can't choose everybody.
indeed.
But yeah,
Um,
that's the list. That's Josh's list. That's my list.
yeah.
Anything else to add, Josh?
No, 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 no. I do not believe so. Other than I can hear Martin's tears because we didn't put Conan on our list.
Conan, yeah.
He's on our honorable mentions. I mean, you gotta have
Yeah, I mean,
Conan on
he probably would be an honorable mention for sure.
there. But I used the Terminator instead, so I only put Arnold on there once.
Uh,
If
I
that's
I had the
it,
I had the
yep,
Predator version of his of
that's
Arnold
right. You did.
on my list as a. So we both had one Arnold. One way or another.
Um,
Yeah. Did you have any honorable mentions real quick or no?
just a couple. Hang on one second. Uh, Zorro from the
Mm,
is on there from fucking the 90s.
yeah. Hmm.
Um, Henry Cavill from The Man from Uncle Solo.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Napoleon
I
Solo. That is a
yeah.
super cool ass character too, for sure.
I hadn't seen that until recently.
Dude,
Um,
I really like that movie. That movie's awesome.
it's really good, and
No.
I
If you
wanted
guys
to
haven't
throw
seen it,
Cavill on here somewhere. So
yeah. There's a lot of good Cavill. Like I like again his Superman would probably be one of mine too. Like
yeah,
I love his Superman. I love Napoleon. Napoleon Solo from Man from Uncle. He's got a good one. He's got a couple good ones for sure.
Wonder Woman's on there, but Gal Gadot, like you said.
Yeah. No. Yeah, good
Um,
stuff for sure.
but those are some of my honorable mentions. I'm not gonna go down like all of them, but there's a couple for you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Uh, Let us know what your some of your favorite movie protagonists are. Tweet them at us. Post your list in the Cantina channel if you're on the Discord or whatever. Let us know. Um, and that's gonna do it for a show. Um,
That will indeed. So we appreciate you guys checking it out, hanging out. And yeah, I guess we'll do our bye byes and all that
let's
good
do
stuff.
our goodbyes. Let's do. You're up.
Alrighty. So thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you all for hanging out and all that good stuff. Next week we will be doing the E3 recap. Once it's all wrapped up here, we'll talk about the rest of the games and I'm sure other just all of the whole event as in general after
And
it's all over.
what do we think about E3 going forward too would be a thing we'll talk
Yeah, for
about.
sure. Yeah, we'll definitely throw that in there as well. Yeah, I mean, coming up for me, I am continuing to play Mass Effect 3. We are currently in the progress of that. I will be streaming that. If you're watching live, I will be streaming that tomorrow. If you're not watching it live, then keep an eye out for my playthrough videos to go up on the YouTubes. My channel is here somewhere off on the side. It's just my usual username. So go check that out because yeah, the videos are going to be going up for Mass Effect 3. And then after that, after we're done with Mass Effect 3, like I said, I'm planning to do a Josh and I are going to be doing a co-op run of Saints Row the Third. I'm excited to play that game because I really love
Oh
that game.
hell yeah!
It's one of my favorites. It's going to be a good time. Um, yeah. And then I'll talk about some of the games I want to play. I already know which ones I'm going to be playing, but I'll talk to you guys about those later on as we get closer. Uh, and yeah, that's pretty much it. E3 recap next week. See you later, guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you guys for stopping by the show. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Coming up from me, uh, I'll be doing more Mass Effect 3 as well over probably tomorrow as well in the evening times, usually when I play. Um, Next thing I'm thinking about redoing the channel emotes here on the Twitch. So if you have any ideas on what you'd want, please let me know so I have some ideas of what might be cool. Um, Because I've needed new emotes for a while, and I haven't had any made in a long time. So I need to get some of those made. Um, and that's pretty much gonna be it for me, guys. I'll be streaming on and off the Mass Effect and then the Saints Row when Daniel and I play that. And there's more stuff that I'll be playing going forward in the coming weeks. So I'm also gonna be. I have to pack up the rest of my old house. Probably starting to. So I might be a little bit on stuff. Like I might not stream as much as I want to. But I'll try to let you guys know because I do have to finish that. I've really been slacking on it, and if I don't get it done, they're gonna when they tear the old house down, they're gonna tear up my shit if I don't get it out of there. Um, so I will see you all next time, or we will see you all next time. Also, thank you to Daniel for being my awesome co-host as usual, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.